why it's inappropriate for me to say your full name, but it's not inappropriate for you as a 34-year-old man to follow a 12-year-old. I just wanted to really get it.
Okay, yeah, that's just an edit of me cooking you. I'm sorry. I kept
Cooking.
watching it.
That's
I
adorable.
kept
adorable.
watching it. I just kept watching it. But yeah, no, let's try to find a full clip. And let's
Phil, you're just like a really weird person. Like I don't know why you came back up on here to talk about this, because it like you do not look
I
good.
didn't. I came
You
up to
look really
debate.
creepy.
That's what
we're not
this
gonna
initially used to be.
debate. We're not gonna debate you if you think
Why
that
not?
it's okay
You
to
scared?
do those things.
You scared
No.
still?
No, because you're here literally saying that it's okay for you to like interact with minors on social
Never
media.
did.
Right?
Never
in that
did.
type of way by following them. What are you
Never
talking
did.
about? Okay.
I
So
begged
do you want to
Dean.
hear yourself? I've watched
I
the clip.
begged Dean to show me proof, and there was zero proof
I've watched
given.
I've watched the clip myself.
I bet you did.
Thousands of people in the live watched it live. Okay? I don't know
Watched
what you're
what?
talking about.
What they did
say
was
that live.
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. What they did was
No,
they
you
watched.
shut your mouth. Be quiet. Take the fucking baby bottle and put it in your mouth. Be quiet. Who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? I can shut you the fuck up whenever I feel like it. So you now may speak. You now may speak. Unmute yourself. You now may speak. Unmute yourself. He can't figure it out. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. He can't do it. What an actual joke. Yo,
I'll unmute when I feel
good
like
boy,
it.
good boy.
I'll unmute when
Good
I
boy.
feel like it.
Good boy. You listen to me.
I didn't do it for you.
You listen to me. Now unmute one more time for me. Unmute
oh my
one more
god!
time for me.
Oh my god! The kid is still there. He left.
Or now he left, dude.
The
Actually
kid is still
disgusting.
there. The kid is
Disgusting.
still there.
He still follows the kid.
Yes.
Why does TikTok allow for that? Like TikTok bans me, like they shadow ban me, but like then they don't want to like literally take care of people like that, which publicly people know this. And it's like this is available information that their own servers could identify.
He's back. He's back. 30 seconds. Why the fuck are you're still following a literal 12-year-old?
Show it.
No.
Exactly, because
You
you
can
have
go to your own
shit.
I'm looking at it on my laptop right here.
Show it.
I don't want to show a 12-year-old on my stream. Why would I show a 12-year-old on my stream?
That's exactly what I thought.
Why? No, give me one good reason. Can you understand why I wouldn't want to show a 12-year-old on my stream?
The point is that you have
Why are you
nothing.
gaslighting? Why are you gaslighting? And why do you still continue doing this?
Nothing of proof.
What do you mean nothing?
I'm gonna block out identifiable facial features. Can you see that face?
They're clearly a minor.
No, I can't see anything at all.
Dude, you see, he's just gaslighting. He's just gaslighting.
I
He's
see
just
the
a
green
sicko.
screen.
He's looking for
I see
attention.
your green screen
He's
twitching
looking for
out. That's
attention.
all I see.
No, you're just looking for attention, bro.
I'm blocking out one second. I'm trying to block out identifiable characteristics. That is
you
a
don't need
child.
to, you don't need to do this.
Okay, so where's the provocative clothing and the
literally a
dances
child.
you were talking about?
Wait, dude, why are you moving the goalpost? 1 and 2. Now you've acknowledged that you do follow a minor and you do engage with their content.
What was the original allegation? Let's talk about the original allegation.
Wait, can you address what I just said?
No.
Why'd you move the goalpost?
No, don't pivot. What was
Why'd
the
you
original
move the
allegation?
goalpost?
What was the original allegation? That there was a girl on there that was wearing provocative clothing, doing dances, right?
No, we said that you were interacting with a minor.
Dean, you were absent, Parker. Go fuck off. I'm talking to Dean.
No, how about you go fuck off?
There's videos of this 12-year-old doing TikTok dances. Why do you follow that content?
In provocative clothing?
Why are you saying that?
Does it even matter?
What the hell?
Does that even matter?
What kind of clothing? What the hell are you saying? It's okay to literally follow 10-year-olds that do TikTok
10.
dances?
Now she's 10. Who's moving the goalpost now?
As long as 12 or 10, who gives a shit? This is a kid.
That's not a relevant fact.
Yes, this is a child. Why does the clothing that the child is wearing while she's doing TikTok dances
what kind of content's on that page?
Why is the content of the 12-year-old relevant at all?
They're singing videos, ain't they? They're singing
so
videos.
you know exactly who I'm talking
you
about.
Know the content.
Yeah. I know one of the followers you're talking about.
Wait, how do you know? So you know of them, and yet you still continue to follow.
Yeah, because it's singing content. That's why I followed it.
What the fuck?
videos of her singing, right?
So you follow this 12-year-old because
Why
you
wouldn't
like
you follow
how she
any of the
sings?
other adult singers? Why?
Look at my follow list. They're all on there.
So,
Singers.
why would you follow children who are singers?
What if they have a good voice? What does it matter their age?
You are an adult man.
What does it matter their age if they're good singers?
You're an adult man.
I'm waiting to hear the point.
You're an adult man.
I'm waiting to hear the point.
You're an adult man. That's
I'm
the
literally watching a video on this 10-year-old's page of her doing
now
a
she's
quote
10.
unquote of her
Now
doing
she's
a
10.
quote unquote
Is
photo.
she gonna be
Shut
8
the
next?
hell up.
Is she gonna?
Of her doing a quote unquote photo shoot. That is absolutely morally disgusting. It is morally abhorrent. Phil Young is his name, by the way. Where are you? Ohio? Louisiana? Where are you? What state? What state are you in, Phil Young? What do you do for work? What's your job? What's your Instagram?
Dude, that's so fucking weird, bro. Oh, dude.
Oh, easy. Ohio. That's right. Are you a pastor in Ohio, Phil Young? Unmute the mic, boy. Good, he left. That means he is a pastor in Ohio. Crazy. Moving on to the next guest. Ethan, you vote for Trump?
Yep.
What? How do you? Guys, it's stuff like that that needs to be called out. It's stuff like that that needs to be like put on fucking blast. It's shit like that. We should know their full name. We should know what state they live in. No more no anonymity for P3DOs. Zero anonymity. Zero anonymity. Call me crazy. Call me insane. Zero anonymity for P3DOs. We get to know your name. We get to know where you live. We get to know where you work. No anonymity. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest. You guys hop in that queue if you voted for Trump. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here. All right. And if you disagree with that position, if you think that there should still be anonymity for P3DOs, and I'm engaging in morally wrong actions by saying that, no, we get to know your information, don't care about you or your opinion. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here. Someone in the chat just said, Dean triggered? Yeah. I hope you're triggered too. In fact, I'd say that there's something wrong with you if you're not. Hey, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, he lives in Beaver Creek, Ohio. Awesome. So how old are you? All right, they left. We're going to move on to our next guest. Guys, spam MAGA in that chat if you did indeed vote for Trump, guys. Spam MAGA in that chat if you did indeed vote for Trump. We're just going to go and get our next guest up in here, y'all. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here, y'all. Everybody just do give us a minute. For the 8.9 thousand people in here, guys, make sure that we're double tapping away in that phone screen, sharing out that live. We are so close to 1 million likes. What's up, Richie? Did you vote for Trump?
I did indeed.
Okay, why's that?
I just think that his policies are better than Kamala's, and in the current world state that we're in,
policy?
Kamala. What policy? That's not what I'm getting at. Hold up, let me finish my point.
Give me a policy.
Well, just let me finish my point.
No, just give me a policy.
On top of her policies, I think that just in the current world state, she cannot be. I don't think that a woman in general could be seen by other world superpowers as
so you're misogynistic.
Powerful. No, I'm not. I think that Saudi Arabians are. I think that Muslims will
okay. So I have a question.
Lesser because she's a woman.
I have a question. Would you have not voted for Barack Obama because there were racists in America?
No, I would have voted for him actually. If he could come back, I definitely would have.
Okay. So then, because would you not vote for a disabled vet because the world is ableist?
I don't think that really equates to it. I think that when
so then why are you saying you wouldn't vote for a woman because the world is misogynistic?
I think it's the current. I think it's
follow.
The current world stage. I think that if we were in a better place in the world,
Dean, look at your Discord DMs.
I'd be open to it.
Okay.
I think if we were in a better place in the world, I'd be more open to the idea. But just in the current state of the world, I don't think that a woman can go.
That's like an actual article, Dean. That's like an actual article. Like seriously, look at that. That's like actually insane. Do you see it?
It's fucking insane. If that's the same person, that's crazy.
What is the likelihood?
The likelihood's there. It's insane. If you're curious about what we're looking at, we're reading a article of a church volunteer that was charged with a rape of a 12-year-old by the name of Philip Young in Beaver Creek Township Church in Ohio. So, Richie, go ahead.
Go ahead with what?
Tell us. Oh, you're telling us that there's other world leaders that have less respect for women than men. Would you ever vote for a disabled vet?
I already answered that. I would consider it. It depends on the world state at that time. Right now, probably not.
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't think it's the person sitting behind the desk in the Oval Office that gives our country strength. It's a lot of other factors. Sure, right? World leaders may have less respect for a woman than a man, but they're going to be forced to respect a woman when she's standing in front of a near $1 trillion per year military, the world's largest consumer base, with the best, manufacturing industries, with the highest GDP per capita. I mean, let's look at the facts, man.
No, and I get where you're coming from. I just think that she would, regardless, get less respect and be seen as a less serious person.
Well,
I
the
don't think that
$5
they
on her
take her as seriously as they would any man.
So yeah, at a UN Rights Council, all the other world leaders laughed at Trump's face. And on top of that, we now have people like Macron from France and Donald Tusk from Poland making videos and posting them on X, straight up mocking Trump. I think that other world leaders definitely take Harris more serious than they would take Trump. Not to mention, we have leaked Kremlin documents where Putin calls Trump easy to manipulate, and we have the leaked Kremlin documents where Putin calls Kamala Harris easy to manipulate.
That's valid. I'm not going to argue that.
So,
they might see Trump as a joke. I voted for Trump. I don't love Trump. I'm not a fucking huge Trump supporter.
Darlene and Allie, I appreciate you guys for the $1, and Charles, thank you for the $2. Michelle with the $2 as well. So, do you have an argument insofar as why he's a better pick for the presidency, or was that it?
I don't think that we're in a place where we should have Kamala Harris be leading.
I know, and once again, if it just relates back to the fact that she's a woman, we've already refuted that position.
All right, that's valid. You can refute it all you want.
Perfect. So it doesn't sound like he has a counter rebuttal. You guys are saying that he's underage. You know what? Let's just see. Give me 5 seconds.
No, I don't.
Yeah. We're at 5 seconds. Age. What? How old are you?
16.
Okay, he wasn't gonna be serious about it. If he's 46, it's him. Sorry, if he's 50, it's him. The article was written in 2010. Phil Young at the time was 36, meaning that in 2024/2025, he'd be 50. So, I mean, if that guy is 50 years old, it's him. But we're going to move on to the next guest. Everybody just give us a minute. What's up, Manver? How old are you? He doesn't sound 50? Yeah, I'd say based upon how old he sounds mid-30s through mid-40s. But because of its proximity to 50, it's entirely possible. What's up? How old are you?
46.
46, perfect. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Awesome. Why?
State of the nation.
State of the nation. So we're going to be talking about deprived socioeconomic standards following the pandemic.
You want to talk about the standards of our economics following the pandemic?
Well, I'm just asking, like, what specifically about the state of the nation made you want to vote for Trump over Harris?
I think political ideology mostly.
Okay, so yeah, what are the specific political ideology distinctions that you saw between Trump and Harris that made you want to vote for Trump?
Yeah, I think that Harris was leaning way too far left. I'm a conservative, and she was pushing things that I would consider to be socialist ideologies.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
define
yeah.
socialism, please?
Yeah, it's where the workers own the means of productions now.
So give me an
What
example of one of her
policies was she
policies.
advocating for that were promoting the workers controlling the means of production?
I think it was more her rhetoric. I don't think she was like strictly like
Can you give me
following
any
to some.
rhetoric in specific?
Yeah, like burden what has been unburdened.
Yeah, that's not socialist rhetoric at all.
No, who wrote that?
Who wrote what?
We must unburden what has been burdened.
That has nothing to do with socialism.
Really? Who wrote that?
So saying a line that was originally written by Marx makes her too far left.
You understand that there's Marxist
For me,
thought.
yeah.
I just want to let you know there's Marxist thought ingrained within plenty of ideologies that are not like deemed as Marxism, right? There are certain things that you believe about how capitalism works that are destructive that come from ideas that were literally pioneered by Marxist ideology.
Yeah, and
That
then
doesn't
also
mean you're a Marxist. That just means that it's a correct method of analysis.
Wait,
that
you say there's like
Marxists
somehow that
often
Marxism,
use.
like wait, you're saying Marxism
I wanna ask
somehow
you a
even
question.
crosses
So-
over into capitalism?
So the statement
There are critiques
it's not
of
even a relevant
capitalism that
conversation.
Marxists
hated
make that are
capitalism.
accurate.
It's not even a relevant conversation.
It's
to
okay.
have.
Don't crash out about Marxism. My bad. We can move
It's
on
just
from
not.
that.
It's not
That's
even
why I
relevant.
don't like
It's-
Kamala. I don't
it's-
like
No,
Marxists.
no.
Comma.
Tell me how her statement affects
Huh.
you.
Yeah, how is it bad? How is
She
her
was going to
statement
be the
bad?
leader of the nation,
And what was she gonna do that would have been too far left?
enact policies that were like leftist in
Such as what?
ideology. You know, gender affirming care
There you go.
for
Thank you for the $5
children.
now.
What?
So that-
How is that
genders.
leftist?
Wait, then
Like,
also
that's just
GAC
like a cultural.
What, you don't
that's
think
not
rhetoric
GAC
and gender
economic.
ideology?
What's that? What's
Man, you
again?
guys
What's
are
again?
triggered.
Completely irrelevant.
Hold
Completely
on,
irrelevant.
don't
completely
crash out.
irrelevant.
Here, I'll go on.
GAC was included nowhere on her policy, not even for adults.
But by the way, he said socialism. That's not socialist,
But
right?
it doesn't even
that's
matter.
yeah, like
And none of this matters because it's not there. It's not true. You're saying that she was pushing policy to promote GAC for children. She wasn't even pushing policy to promote GAC for adults, right? And I wish that she would have. Okay, I'm very pro-trans. I wish that she ran a more inclusive campaign that included
Cannot talk
policy
when you're-
relegated to addressing trans individuals in our country, both minor and adults. However, it is a case that she didn't, right? So please name one policy.
Pay
when Kamala
attention to
Harris
you
thought-
when you're power trip, and I have ADD because you're doing that shit. I can't.
Okay, well, buddy, the reason why I was incessantly pushing the mute button is because I know that you're going to interrupt me. So if you could just sit back and wait for me to finish before
I
you speak, I'll
can.
happily stop muting
It's
you.
hard.
So let's just try that, okay? Let's just try one person at a time. Okay, so the promotion of GAC for kids was included nowhere on her campaign. That was a complete lie fabricated by the right.
But you know, Trump's policies is to only have two genders, keep women out of men's sports, and make trans kids a crime. I support that.
trans
She
kids a
didn't. She
crime
was
is
the opposite.
crazy.
So what was his
Making
policy
trans kids a crime is crazy.
So what was his
I
policy
should.
to
I should. I'm
criminalize
sorry. I didn't
trans
mean to
children?
trigger you with that. I should
So
say that
what
better.
was his policy
that's
to
crazy.
criminalize trans children?
Yes, make it a crime for gender affirming care for anyone under 18.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Like, where can we see this like resembled within his
That's
policy?
who Trump. He's promising that.
Okay. So what kind of GAC do we currently offer to minors and where?
I'm not exactly familiar, but I've definitely seen up to and including
What percentage of our
bottom and
population
top
is trans?
surgery.
No. Name one child that has gone bottom and top surgery.
I'm trying to remember her name. I could Google it. She told her whole story, and she's actually maybe suing her parents. She got top surgery when she was like 13, and
Yeah.
bottom surgery when she was 14, and now she
Sure.
completely regrets it. She's pretty famous. You're not familiar with this?
Yeah, I want to know who. And how many minors have gotten bottom and top surgery in America?
I know that
ever?
one. I know
Who?
that one for sure. I don't know. Do I need to? Plenty, but I know there's that one.
I don't know
Wait, so
because no, I'm actually I'm unfamiliar
well,
with
you
a
guys
single
aren't.
state in
I
America.
thought you guys
where
were
they offer
familiar with
bottom
this.
and
Here, I'll
top
go on
surgery to
mute while you
minors.
guys think about it.
No, I'm not going to think about it. You tell me who.
need to do your research. You got to give me a minute.
It's not doing my research. It's you substantiating your claim. It's not that tough, man.
A name out of thousands of people. Let me find you one.
All right, everyone, keep tapping the screen. Let's get to 2 million likes, everyone. Share it live as well. It will help get out to more people. If you want to support Dean or I, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree is in the bio. I'm going to add up another person to help him debate. Should we do that?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay, here. I'm kind of slow here, but a number of children in the United States who have undergone gender affirming care is growing. And the numbers, let me see here. Puberty blockers between. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I have
blah,
a
blah,
question.
blah.
Do you have an issue with like cis children getting access to puberty blockers?
For what medical condition?
Oh, are you saying in some circumstances it's okay?
For what medical condition?
No, for anything. Megan, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, Lillian. Thank you for the dollar.
For anything?
Mhm.
I'm not a doctor. I don't want to make that call.
So doctors make the call, not the government?
Well, I think.
So
I
then
think
why are you
it's-
going between
No.
a
A
doctor,
lot of doctors.
parent,
No.
and the
No.
child?
No. I'm not making this distinction. Doctors have like definitely spoken with the president and stuff about this.
Wow, do
We
you
have
just want to like
scientists.
respond to what I just said?
Huh?
Do you want to respond to what I just said? You just said you don't want to come and say like what the doctor should do. So then why don't you say that in the context of like trans children?
Once again,
Well, it's
like this guy's
dangerous.
still,
We're worried about
guy
the
still hasn't
and
named
children
a single
can't
minor
consent.
who's gotten bottom and top surgery.
Oh
He's
yeah, that's
still
right.
yet
I
to name
forgot.
it- you-
I'm
you still
looking
yet to
right
name a single
now.
minor.
You started talking to me. Hold on, I'll go back on mute.
Like, here's a sad thing, right? Like, instead of like voting on the basis of economic policy and how Kamala Harris was going to reduce the amount of income inequities and grant more purchasing power to the average American by uplifting the low and the middle class and granting tax cuts to 100 million American workers, instead of like being critical of Trump's tariffs that are estimated to increase a gallon of your gas by upwards of $1, isolating us from other foreign world leaders, instead of like analyzing foreign relations such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine, if we need to hold a red line in the sand against Russia to prevent higher threats of like worldwide nuclear war, instead of like being humanitarian, caring about the innocent Palestinians that are getting slaughtered, losing their lives, and policy that is going to be better fit to prevent the loss of more innocent life moving forward, and instead of like evaluating healthcare policy here at home in the U.S. as would apply to 170 million American women and girls, specifically the 60 victims of rape that are denied access to abortion because Roe v. Wade was overturned, and instead of talking about or concerning yourself with any of these things, you instead want to specifically isolate on trans children, right? And you can't even name one that has undergone bottom or top surgery in America, and that is why like all
It
that I
happened in
see,
California.
all that I see from you, right, is like an abundance of hate, an abundance of prejudice, right, and a lack of genuine care for the state of our country or the people within it, and it's incredibly, incredibly sad. You don't care that Trump's a rapist. If you truly cared about harm towards women, harm towards girls, well then maybe it's the case that you want to vote for a rapist and embolden great culture, making men feel more acceptable to grape women because you just rewarded a rapist the Oval Office. Like,
Triggered and went to the
crazy.
grape thing while I was looking for the name of a kid that got gender affirming care. You're that triggered?
I named off 25 things and I demonstrated their conceptual
All I
relevance,
heard
and
was
so-
you crying about grapes.
Yeah,
What kind
so,
of grapes?
So once again, you could say that I'm triggered and that I'm crying, when in all reality, I'm demonstrating
Huh?
the relevance of other issues that set such a strong
The other
precedent
issues.
over,
You think
like, trans kids
Eugene
getting-
Carroll is some kind of other issue I should be concerned with? I'm more
Eugene
concerned
Carroll,
with
you don't even know her name, and yet you
Oh, my
dispute the
bad.
fact that she was
Well,
assaulted.
listen, I'm more worried about Kash Patel giving us the Epstein list like he's promising now that he's going to be the head
Who
of the
was good
director
friends
of
with
FBI.
Epstein for a really long time? Tell me who was good friends with Epstein.
Bill Clinton.
No, Donald Trump.
That's not true.
Yes, Donald Trump was very good friends with Epstein.
Wait, because he came to Mar-a-Lago?
No, because they said it themselves. They said that
Oh,
they
wow.
were good friends for a very long time.
Didn't he throw him out of Mar-a-Lago
Yeah,
for
did you know
hitting
that
on somebody's daughter?
Oh, why didn't he call the police?
I think he did. He actually worked with the FBI.
Really?
They
Can you
said
give
he
me
was the
any
most
evidence?
cooperative. Yeah, the FBI person that investigated it, he said he was the most cooperative witness of them all.
Give me a source.
The FBI agent interview.
Give me a source.
Now I have to find an FBI interview for you. You guys are hard to work with, aren't you?
Dean, I would just take a.
Oh,
Like,
please.
is
that
this
allowed
not
on
true?
TikTok? I don't
Yeah,
know if
can
that's
we-
allowed on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh,
What
guys,
word?
Stop.
Yeah, I don't. You might want to turn the comments on. Not because I like
Oh, I thought you were saying I
disagree
said a
with like
word.
that
I thought you said
information
a word.
being public, but it's only because I don't want to get your live taken down.
So
Yeah,
you're
I don't
saying
know
there's
if
not an
TikTok will do
FBI
that.
agent that said
Hey,
he
always
didn't?
shut up, dude.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to filter comments.
Yeah, just because I don't want you to get your live taken down.
No.
Parker, I thought you were saying it was something I
Block
said.
keywords. There you go, save. All right. Yeah, there you go. They're gone. Good.
Yeah, just because we don't want to take Dean's live down, everyone.
Yeah.
Because they might affect, take him down for the
Yeah, they can't
for the
send
chat.
it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just trying to look out. Now, always you may speak.
I'm just like I'm looking at this study in this little thing that's talking about the number of youth that have transitioned that regret it. And I'm just looking for some names because you want a name from some recent studies of people that have gone through actual full surgeries. But then you also asked me for something else, and so I was trying to multitask. What was? Oh, you wanted. We were at the part where you wanted the actual interview that I seen with an FBI agent that said that Trump was the most cooperative person in the investigation into Epstein. Is that where we were? And then like Dean was mad and started screaming grapes because I was taking too long or something.
Okay, once again, I mean, like your willful distortion of fact is appalling. Can you name a minor that has gotten bottom or top surgery in the United States of
Oh
America?
my God, which one am I looking up? Now I got to go back.
What do you mean? This is like the one thing that I've been asking of you this
Look,
entire
look, I
time.
was just looking at this. Do you want proof that the FBI investigated Epstein and actually like said that Trump
Dude, are you gonna give the name of
cooperated the
a?
most or not?
Are you
Which one do you want?
are you gonna give
Okay,
the
you
name
want a
of a
name of a
minor? This is a one question I've been asking you the entire time. I don't even know where Epstein came from. You brought Epstein up.
We were talking about Trump. What do you mean? Now you're gaslighting me because you guys did bring up Epstein because you said who's
No,
Epstein's
sir.
favorite client. We were talking about
With
Bill
all due respect,
Clinton.
you brought up you named
I
Epstein.
did.
You named Bill
Yeah, because I
Clinton.
said I can't wait till
Parker
Cash.
asked you right about
Mhm.
individual. Yes, exactly. You brought up Epstein.
Mhm.
So are you gonna name a minor in America that's underwent bottom or top
Oh,
surgery?
make up your mind. Hold on.
Dude, stop fucking gaslighting me. It's so weird and it's so obvious too.
The 4 different types of gaslighting.
I'm not gonna respond to your question. Give me the name of a minor in America that's undergone bottom or top surgery. I'm just gonna kick you and move on. Okay, guys, make sure that we're
Hold
double tapping
on.
away in the
Give me a
first one.
second. I think the only reason I'm having a problem getting a minor name is because it's a minor, but there are some. So just give me a few seconds here. Don't freak out on me
Make
because
sure
I'm
that we're
having a
double
hard
tapping away on
time.
that phone screen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all. Let's try to get up to 1 million likes, guys.
New
Let's try to
Hampshire
get to 1 million
teen, one of
likes.
the youngest. Okay, here we go. New Hampshire teen, one of the youngest to have gender surgery. 17-year-old Emily Teresa. There's one. Let's look at her. This is from 2019. New Hampshire teen, one of the youngest to have gender reassignment surgery.
I have a question. Who was
And so
president
does
in
that work for you?
2019?
Trump.
Exactly. So why didn't he do anything in his first 4 years to prevent her from getting sex?
Well, I guess we hadn't done the research. The science wasn't in, right?
True. So the science wasn't in about like the current like political beliefs of the right.
No, I would say that it's
Yeah.
harmful to children, and it's not really. It's showing that a lot of them are regretting it once they get older.
So one of the youngest individuals that has ever gotten
Yeah,
a
this.
sex reassignment surgery was one 17-year-old out of 300 million Americans, and that is why you voted. the way you did.
No, there's. What do you mean? There's thousands and thousands of them.
If there's thousands and thousands, why did it take you literally 15 minutes to name a singular?
Well, they're
17-year-old?
minor. Well, because they're minor names, and they don't like to put minor names on
I
the
have a
internet.
question.
Probably.
I have a question. If Trump cares so much about like 17-year-olds and wants to prevent them from like undergoing sex reassignment surgery, why have we never seen a push from Trump to pass federal legislation to set the federal minimum age of consent to 18 years old?
It is. What do you mean?
So then how come
That's
there's multiple
always
states
my.
across
That's
our
all.
country where you could consent to
Aha.
intercourse at age as young as 16?
That's a great question. We should change that. I agree.
So what takes more precedent? Would you say that it takes more precedent to like care about 16-year-olds consenting to
Children
sex,
can't
or
consent.
like
That's what we're
one
saying, right? Because
17-year-old
I agree
consenting
with
to
that
this
100%. That
political
should be a
surgery?
federal law. And you make a good argument that it's not because of the consent laws for schmecks. However, children cannot consent. We agree to that, right?
It depends on like what. Like for
Yeah, yeah.
instance,
So like, do you think that as a 16-year-old I should?
Legally, can they
do you
consent to
think- do
gender
you-
affirming
can-
care?
can-
Can they?
Mike, can I please finish what
I was
saying?
giving you an example. I'll come back to it.
Yeah. So, do you think that as a 16-year-old I should have been able to get access to Accutane?
For what condition?
For acne?
Yeah. I mean, if your doctor prescribes it to you and it's
Okay,
not
so-
dangerous to your health, it's been proven to be effective and safe.
Oh, you understand that doctors have identified that and proven that gender affirming care is a positive for trans people?
According to whose study?
According to doctors themselves.
Can I see your source, please?
Would you like
I'm
me
gonna
to
need to
send
see
you
a
a
source,
study on
please.
the effectiveness of gender affirming care?
Yeah, can you pull it up?
Yes, I got you.
And then I can pull up one where all these people are saying that it's not working very well.
Yeah, go ahead. I'd love to hear one.
So it
I'd,
has a
I'd
regret
actually
rate-
love to hear that.
has a regret rate like under 1%. Like knee surgery. What's the regret rate in like knee surgery? Like literally.
I know the unalive rate is higher for people that
Like
are post surgery, that's for sure.
What is the regret rate for knee surgery? So what is it like 5, 10, 15%? Should we make knee surgery illegal?
Yeah, so I have here from
You just said also wasn't true.
I have information here from what's it called? From Columbia Psychiatry, which links specifically to like studies and stuff from the American Academy of Pediatrics, right? The title specifically, right, is what's it called? The Gender Affirming Care Saves Lives. That's the title.
Yeah, then also you said that there's higher unalive rates post-op compared to pre-op. That's also false. Feel free to go on PubMed and search up unalive.
Okay, so
related
here's
outcomes
one
following
that
gender affirming
says out of
treatment,
27 studies involving almost 8,000 teens who underwent transgender surgeries, mostly in Europe. Let's take a look at this one here. This seems to be pretty broad.
Okay, so I gave you a literal source from
No, I would like
Columbia
30.
University-
No, I want
University
30 year
Department of
studies. I don't want
Psychiatry.
5-year studies from
that
America. I want
source
30 year-
is the American
this will
Academy of
include it.
Pediatrics,
This will include that.
right? And
Let's
it
cross.
says
You don't like cross-referencing actual scientific data?
Wait, I have a cross-sectional study of over
That's where I'm at.
23 studies. It's on PubMed. I'm going to look up unalive related outcomes following gender affirming treatment and review. All right, and it denotes how the unalivement rate decreased following gender affirming care for trans individuals.
I heard that was opposite.
No, dude,
And Megan, thank you for $5.
I'm literally giving you the source to demonstrate the case that it's not the opposite. Scooby, I really
Okay, well, I'll
appreciate your
concede to
subscription.
that. I'll concede to that.
Also, so I just want to make it very, very, very clear. So 0.05% of the population is why you voted.
No, absolutely not.
So then why do you vote for Trump?
Because I'm a conservative and I'm not into like things like socialism. Remember we were talking about unburden what has been burdened and stuff?
wait,
Name
I'm
one of
sorry.
her-
Before we go into that, actually, I have Emma sent me a message.
I'm more into border security
and
stuff.
said that they are an 18-year-old cis woman who got put on medicine for gender affirming care due to their ovaries not working when they were 15 years old. Do you disagree with that? With them getting access to gender affirming care when they were 15 years old, they're a cis woman
And they got it why?
because their ovaries were not working.
And they were how old?
15.
15.
Why would they need their ovaries to work?
Wait.
What?
What?
At
do you want
15?
wait.
Is this like a correct? Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Always.
Is this
are you saying that?
corrective?
Are you saying it's wrong?
So it's
for
like
them?
fixing them,
Are
or
you,
is she-
are you
I'm
saying it was
confused.
wrong? Are you saying it was wrong that Emma got access to gender affirming care?
That's not gender affirming care. You just said that.
What? Wait, what do you mean it's not?
You just said it wasn't.
What are you saying? I just said that she
Oh my
said that she
God.
got gender affirming care.
Why are you gaslighting me?
I'm not gaslighting. Why are you gaslighting me, you fucking weirdo?
Did she get gender affirming care?
Yes.
How did that affirm her
Jesus
gender?
Christ, I don't have to be able to explain to you how. She just said that she got gender affirming care. What the fuck else do you need?
At 15?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
And the only reason it was to activate her ovaries.
Dude, what do you mean activate? Dude, I don't fucking know.
You said it.
I don't
you
know.
Said,
Shut
like, how
the fuck
dude, what-
up. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, dude. You're so annoying. This person is so
I
annoying.
mean, you're a little clown
I don't
of
like-
yourself.
No, I literally talk to people every day, and you are an annoying asshole. Like, actually so annoying. For no reason. Like, shut up, dude. Your voice is just annoying. Please be quiet.
Also,
Okay,
do you
I'm
think
think
a lot
literally
of
just telling
America
you
feels that
that
way
she's.
about you
I'm
guys.
just
I'm just
telling
letting you
you.
know.
I'm just telling you, right? A cis woman
I'm in the right
said,
box.
"Shut up, shut up."
ovaries
Listen.
activate? Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go insane. I'm about to kick you from the live. I don't even care. Be quiet.
I don't care. Either.
Say that.
Either
I
way.
was laughing at
Be
Dean.
quiet. Stop talking. Jeez, I don't care to hear that you're laughing or whatever the
Come
fuck
on,
you're doing.
Parker. Stop acting like you're gonna tone police me, bro. Be nice.
I will. Get the fuck off the live. I don't even care.
Were you like accusing
the
me
fuck
of like
outta here.
gaslighting earlier? Yeah, that guy is really annoying. Also, yeah, guys, keep in mind, Kamala Harris is a socialist with socialist policy because she repeated a line that was originally written by Marx. Sup, Luke? Did you vote for Trump,
happening?
buddy?
How's it going?
Oh, this is
going
Luke.
alright.
Luke is a liberal.
I am.
Have you seen Luke's videos?
No, I have not. Base liberal Luke.
You probably have. You probably have seen Luke's videos.
Base liberal Luke. Base liberal Luke. W's to Luke. W's to Luke. Base liberal Luke. Probably.
Yeah,
have.
Luke. I'll have to inform him. I'll have to inform him. We appreciate you coming up, though, Luke.
Well, I'll look him up. Maybe I've seen him before. What's going on, man? What's up,
Yeah.
Johnny?
You have to meet him.
Did you vote for Trump, man?
Oh, hey. Oh, shoot. My bad. I was away from my phone. I didn't know. I actually didn't vote for Trump, but
Base.
I support.
Maureen, I appreciate you for the $5 on Venmo. Incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for the love, Maureen. If you are one of the 7.8 thousand people watching and you'd like to support me or
Maureen,
Parker,
thank you for the
our
$5.
Venmos and
Thank you.
PayPals are linked in our link trees in our bio. You could also just see my Venmo and PayPal by clicking on my main account down here in the bottom right-hand corner. It's just in the bio. But we're gonna get our next guest up here as we speak, y'all. If you are MAGA, make sure to let us know in that chat down below as we speak. We got Tucker loading up right now, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. Luke looks familiar. I'm looking at his page. What's going on, man? Did you vote for Trump?
I was like, I think you've seen him.
Tucker, you here? Tucker, come on. You're about to get banned.
Yo, what's up? Sorry, my fault.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Trenton, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. That'd be Trenton.
Why'd you do that, Tucker Carlson?
Well, honestly, I was kind of leaning. I wasn't super sure. I was kind of like in the middle. But I liked Trump's economic policies more, and I'm very pro-choice. So.
Yo, Taco, could you go into a
Sorry,
different
not
room without the
pro-choice,
TV?
pro-life. My fault.
Could you go into a different room without the TV, Taco?
Yep. Going now.
Perfect. Awesome. So you voted for Trump because you're pro-life? So why do you think abortion's wrong, man?
I'm a very religious person, and I know that not everybody's religious, and I can totally understand that.
Okay. Let's get to the chase. So abortion murder because God. Are you Christian?
Yes.
Here's the deal. Inherently speaking, Christianity is a faith-based belief. You're not going to be able to sit here and provide me good reason, logic, etc., to justify that Christianity is a true religion. I don't have an issue with your faith-based.
No,
beliefs,
I'm not going to argue that
But
Christianity.
we definitely should hold to a pretty subsequent principle. Okay, if you believe something to be the case, rooted foundationally speaking on faith and faith alone, then it should not be a belief in which has any relevance insofar as a determination of a policy that would impede or restrict upon the ability or rights of others. That is exactly what slave owners did as well. This is exactly what continues to happen all around the world. It infringes upon people's lives. It infringes upon people's rights. It is incredibly regressive and detrimental. I have no problem with you personally holding to the belief that abortion is wrong because of your religion, but as it is faith-based, there's absolutely no justification for you projecting that faith-based belief on others. I mean, I can merely make the argument that I have faith the Democrat Party and Kamala Harris is going to be better for our country, better for our economy, and better for the average everyday American. And if I told you that's why I cast my vote and that's why you should have cast your vote too, you'd look at me like I'm a little fucking crazy.
No, and yeah, I can totally see that. So that's obviously my opinion, but I also think you guys know Charlie Kirk pretty well. I'm assuming you guys did was it Jubilee, that thing that you guys did, the 20 versus whatever.
Yeah, yo, Raina, thank you for the $15 on Venmo saying love you, Dean, you're the best. W's for Raina, that is REANA.
Holy cow.
And Patricia, thank you for the $20 on Venmo as well, saying thank you for all that you do. W's for Patricia in that comment section. Thank you, Raina and Patricia. So I just want to clarify, do you believe that you are justified in using your religious beliefs to vote for legislation that infringes upon a woman's right to access abortion?
Well, I do believe in the three cases, like the three exceptions.
For elective abortions, do you believe that you're justified?
Because of my religion, that I can say that I think that I'm just about as justified as anybody else can say that it's yes or no. I don't think I'm better than anybody else because of my religion.
Well, let's test that. Because when I say that I advocate for policy in which would allow women to access elective lethal abortions prior to a certain point, it's predicated on reason and logic. So, like, particularly, the reason would be is the simple fact that I value conjunction of traits, that being past or present and future subjective experiences. And it is the case that this would logically entail that a fetus before a certain week mark it does not have moral value, and there's no good reason to grant it the right to life. But you, on the other hand, right, attribute value to the fetus on the basis of a morally valuable soul, which was instilled in the fetus by God. Right, and here's my problem, Tucker. Can you give me any evidence or reason to believe that a fetus has a morally valuable soul instilled in it by God?
I mean, it's a human being, and that's all I can say. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's soul, whatever. I'm not gonna be pushy about it. I just want.
Okay, so then you
It's
value
still a
it on,
human being.
so then you
It's
value it on the basis of its species. So let me ask you: do all human beings have identical moral value?
yes, they're all human beings.
Okay,
They're all
so if
children
all
of
human
God.
beings have identical moral value, let me ask you a question. Who'd you rather save? 10 cryogenically frozen human zygotes, which are unicellular, or one newborn baby?
I'm not gonna make that decision. That's a gotcha. That's putting somebody in a position. I'm not in a position where I can make that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
well, let's start a little bit simpler. So you have a gun to your head, 2 buttons in front of you. Button number 1 kills 10 newborn babies. Button number 2 kills 1 newborn baby. If you don't press a button, everyone dies. Which button are you going to press?
I'm not pressing the button. That's a stupid situation.
okay,
I'm
That's not
sorry.
fair.
You got to be more critical than that. Come on.
Yeah, if you don't push any button, 12 people die. The 10 newborn babies die, the 1 newborn baby dies, and you die. So what are you going
I
to do? Button number 1 or button number 2? Kill 10 newborns or kill 1 newborn?
well,
Brian, I thank you
both
so
of
much
them
for
are awful. I'm
$15
not
on
an awful
Venmo. Thank
human
you so
being, so
much.
I'd rather get shot than press the button.
But
Sorry.
if you get shot, so do all the newborn babies die.
Rihanna, thank you so much. I appreciate the $15.
That's a
Thank you.
stupid situation because that's
Okay,
never.
if you're not gonna respond to
Dude,
that hypothetical, I'm gonna move on. I don't have
he's
time.
just not a
for you.
rational being.
Okay, this is what I will say before I go.
No.
We-
I don't want you to say anything. I want you to either respond to the hypothetical or.
Okay, then give me 2 seconds to please respond.
Okay, button number 1 or button number 2?
I was muted.
How old are you?
Sorry, what were the option number 1 is?
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, go ahead. Option number 1 is kill 10 newborns. Option number 2 is kill 1 newborn.
Still not the situation with the 3 exceptions. A woman still has the right to
We're
choose
not
whether
even
to
talking
or
about
to not
abortion.
have
Button number 1 or
unprotected
button number
sex.
2? Stop.
You
stop,
guys
stop,
are
stop.
flawed.
Tucker.
Your
Tucker.
logic is.
Dude, you're getting mad because you know the answer is button number 2. Obviously, right, if you're presented with a scenario where regardless of what you do, someone's going to die, and you have 2 options to either let 10 people die or let 1 person die, we're going to choose the option to let 1 person die. Okay? Right? In fact, this is kind of what we do when we're talking about social safety nets for those living below the poverty line, insofar as what we could do to prevent more unnecessary deaths of unsheltered, unfed individuals. What policy is going to generate the best outcome, empirically speaking, to save the lives of more innocent people that die from starvation in our country, die from the cold in our country every single day, right? We're going to vote for the policy which would lead to less death of innocent individuals. So I guess the question I'm asking you here is if we would frame this in the sense of would you rather 10 newborn babies die or 1 newborn baby die, which button are you going to press? If you fail to respond to the question and you just go on this tangent about how
A lot
we're
of
flawed
people are
and our
saying he
logic doesn't make
follows
sense,
kids.
I'm just going to remove you from the stream. Why do you follow kids? Just want to debate.
Why is there so many people? It's just like, bro, my head's starting to really hurt. I just like.
He left. Just want to debate, bro. Chances are he's just a teen himself. Yeah, I mean, chances are like he's like probably like the same age as the other like teenage girls he follows. We're gonna move on to our next guest here. Everybody, just give us a minute, y'all. If you are in the queue, make sure that you did indeed vote for Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Can't even get a debate, bro. Like today, seriously, everyone's been so incredibly insufferable and terrible. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Did you vote for Trump?
How's it going?
It's going all right, man. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why is that?
Well, I was actually I was more interested in the argument you were just having before I was listening in, and I mean we could get to that, but the whole like the hypothetical you brought up,
Yeah.
I think that like a lot of those things miss the point. For example, like I don't understand why pro-lifers, for example, like I'm pro-abortion, like pro-choice, and I don't understand the demonization of even the pro-lifers. Like people say, like, what is the explanation for that? And I think the argument is just missed.
Wait, why is it? So you're asking me why the pro-life view is morally abominable? Because it infringes upon the rights of women with no good reason, and typically infringing upon people's rights
It
without
is.
reason is
So that's the
abominable.
point, though. The reason is good. The reason is good, though. The reason is not I hate women. The reason is, people want to protect young children. They want babies in the world. Like, I don't think it's fair, and that's based off their beliefs. I think
Bro, you understand that Hitler literally had the same shit in mind? He was like, oh, well, I just want to, lead towards the highest level of quality of life for the most morally valuable life forms. Oh, was his reasons good? Should we demonize him?
again, I mean, you can. It depends on the application, of course, but to say I want.
Yeah, and the reason why we shouldn't really care about this intention of Hitler to just give the highest quality of life to the only morally relevant life is because, well, in doing so, not only did that instill very racist and terrible bigoted beliefs in many, but also led to the deaths of individuals. And in the same way, okay,
he's deemed, but who's deemed?
If I'm talking and I'm trying to explain something to you, why are you talking? Thank you, right? So in other words, right, the reason why the pro-life worldview is wrong and bad is because it generates a significant amount of unnecessary harm.
So let me get this straight. So you believe that, but you think those people are evil? You think the people that believe anyone is pro-life?
No, I never fucking said that. I just said
okay, sure, but you think that they're
bad.
You're right. You did not say that, but you believe that they don't like women, or it's at the expense of women. I don't actually understand why abortion has become, a women's rights issue. The whole thing is it's actually, I think, a
because
constitutional.
taking away a woman's access taking away a woman's ability to access abortion literally infringes upon their basic rights to bodily autonomy, integrity, and access.
But it's not. But the reason that it's being debated at the federal level isn't because people are deciding whether or not it's whether it's a federal power or a state power. That's really
it has nothing to do with women. So it's not misogynistic.
No, it's
right?
a unique. I will say it's a.
Okay, so I have a question: was the Confederacy racist, or did it have nothing to do with racism? Because at the end of the day, all they were anti-federalists that didn't want too much power to be.
You're conflating two things that have nothing to do with one another. You're saying that because
it's not a conflation at all. You are just literally less sentient.
You just said because the Confederates were were anti-federal government, that means that anything that's anti-federal government is inherently can be related to the Confederate.
No, that wasn't the argument at all. You made the position.
Then why did you make
that
comparison?
No, you didn't understand the comparison. You didn't understand the comparison.
Explain the
That's
comparison.
the thing. Yeah, you're making the argument that the pro-life debate in America today has nothing to do with women or access to women's rights. Okay, are you going to interrupt me while I'm explaining it, Ben? Or are you going to sit down, shut the fuck up, and be a good boy while the real man is talking? Thank you. So anyways, you made the argument that has nothing to do with women or access to women's rights and is all to do with the balance of powers between the local, state, and federal governments. Okay, right? And I dispute this argument. And the analogy which I gave to dispute this argument had to do with the Confederacy. For instance, Robert E. Lee, the lead general of the Confederate Army, personally stated that he held to the belief that the ownership of slaves is wrong, and when he came to own his family's plantation, he let all the slaves free.
You're comparing slavery with abortion. Don't get upset about the interruption. You've been talking for 35 seconds straight, and then you ain't.
Ben, shut up. I'm not comparing slavery to abortion. I'm comparing the sophist argument that today, the pro-life argument that it should be left up to the states has nothing to do with women's rights, but rather distribution of power amongst state and federal branches. Levels, not branches, right? And the analogy would be is that is exactly what Robert E. Lee argued. But would we still consider Robert E. Lee to be anti-black pro-slavery? Yes. Thereby, it is completely justified for me to assume pro-lifers to be anti-women because of the consequence that it generates, which is the violation of women's human rights on the basis of no good reason. Do you fucking understand that, Ben? What now? Now that I've explained this with perfect detail and critical thought, what are you going to do now?
You've shut off my mic again, it looks like.
Because you interrupted me. You deserved it.
No. You're the one who got disrespectful, started talking about be a good little boy. And anyway, I don't think I don't think it's I know you make money off of all of this fighting and stuff, but it doesn't make any sense to me to demonize those people.
Wait, I'm sorry. Instead of addressing what he says, you just say that he's demonizing.
That's
How did he
again
demonize?
making the comparison that even bringing up that kind of comparison between you
I'm
can
gonna
say
This
lose
just
my
sounds
shit.
this just
you
sounds
say- and
anti-intellectual.
I'm interrupting you,
I'm
right?
just gonna lose my
So
shit.
can I
This just
speak?
sounds
Can I
this
speak?
sounds
Can I
anti-intellectual.
speak? Can I?
Are you just gonna say that I was
I wish you
comparing
wouldn't.
abortion to slavery and that's so bad?
I mean, it's a ridiculous moral comparison because you've got one side.
I'm gonna do it one last time. If you just respond to me by calling it ridiculous again, I'm gonna kick you. I want you to explain why it's ridiculous. You're making the argument that individuals that think abortion should be left up to the states are not anti-woman. Because instead, they just want to have decent conversation on the powers that should be delegated to the states and the powers that should be delegated to the federal government. I reject this logic. The reason I reject this logic is because this is what the Confederacy argued. Robert E. Lee argued that he was not anti-black. He personally didn't support the ownership of slaves. He merely believed in states' rights. Identical to what you are arguing is true of pro-lifers in America today. This is not a comparison between abortion and slavery. This is a comparison between the argument that one is not anti-woman as they think abortion should be left up to the states, inevitably resulting in the consequence of women being denied access to abortion in red states because of their beliefs of the delegation of power to the states, and beliefs upheld by Robert E. Lee that he's not anti-black, but rather he upholds a particular belief around the delegation of power to the states compared to the federal government that ultimately resulted in the consequence of black people being owned as property. I have now explained the position to you. I've drawn the parallels between the two circumstances, explained the analogy, and preemptively explained how this is not an equivocation between abortion and slavery. Go ahead and respond.
Just to disguise, the state versus federal power, and then say, oh, even though it's an ethical issue.
With all due respect, your mic was muted while I was speaking. You're gonna have to repeat yourself.
Point taken, but I still don't understand why. Most of the reason that people are pro-life is because of their ethical upbringing, and I think a lot of the.
Ben, I got a question. Can you please explain to me how this statement, most people are pro-life because their ethical upbringing, is relevant in response to how I explained the
Because you said
anti-woman today.
Sure. Because you said, how is it that they're not anti-women? Essentially, you said.
No, that's actually I never asked that question. I
You
explained to
did
you how they are
earlier
anti-women.
before you interrupted me 15 times, and the conversation was going in that direction.
Okay,
That
so
is.
I want to make it clear. You have no interest in responding to the analogy that I gave you. That fully.
I understand the analogy. You're saying that.
Do you dispute it?
I don't agree with your application of
why?
it.
Why?
Because you can't. You can say that for literally any state versus federal power. If you go, I can go and say, oh, okay, sure. Here's X issue, and then you can accuse me of being anti-women, anti-X, anti-this. But at the end of the day, the most dangerous thing
I actually think that's
is
right.
federal
For instance,
overreach.
If someone argued that like child marriage should be up to the state, preemptively assuming that some states would legalize it, yeah, you'd be like anti-children. Right?
Again, though,
you'd be like pro-child rape. Yeah,
we have a
in any scenario.
But we have like an American.
Could you actually answer there? So if someone thought that 50-year-old engaging in intercourse with a 10-year-old should be left up to the states, okay with the idea of a state making it illegal, would you be pro-child rape?
You're wasting time.
Answer the question, Ben. You will either answer the question or you will be removed from the live.
Obviously, I don't agree with that. I mean,
I didn't ask you if you agree or don't agree. I asked you if they'd be pro-child rape.
What? Your questions are ridiculous. Your questions.
Okay, Ben, you don't just call the question ridiculous. You answer the question.
Can you repeat it again? I just want to hear you say it one more time.
If someone thought that a 50-year-old engaging in intercourse with a 10-year-old should be left up to the states, assuming good plausibility in the consequence that ultimately speaking, if it is left up to the states, some states will legalize it, and some 10-year-old girls will get raped, would they be pro-child rape?
I'm leaving the lab. I'm not talking about this. You're disgusting piece. You're a disgusting human for even comparing child rape with abortion. And again, I know you're talking about the state versus federal.
Either leave the live or answer the question.
Do not interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. You are making
Sucks to suck. Feel free to leave. If you don't leave, answer the question. Yeah, it's like unreal. Parker, it's been every guest today. It's been every
Dude,
fucking
today's
guest.
been really insane.
It's been every guest today. He left. Good. I'm not even mad. Bye, Ben. Thanks. It's been every guest today. It's been every single guest today. Not a single debate with a person with an IQ over 70. Lavender, thank you for the star map. Not a single person has joined this live with any actual tendency to learn or discuss difference in belief. Every single person that has joined this live so far today has just been up here to try to beat Dean in a debate, beat Parker in a debate, and when they can't and they have their arguments refuted, they just call it crazy and run away. What's up, BJ? Did you vote for Trump? That dude, thank you for the gingerbread. I appreciate you for the love, that dude. Thank you so much. BJ, you here, man? You're on the live. All right, BJ's not here, so we're going to move on to the next guest, guys. If you're MAGA, spam MAGA down below in that chat. Spam MAGA down below in that chat, you guys. What's up, Sophie? Did you vote for Trump?
Hi, no, I just want to say hey, and I'm sorry that these people are literally so stupid.
I appreciate that,
You're
Sophie.
good. You're good.
It's been rough, bro.
Hey, Dean, if you want to look at the message I sent you, just because like it's important info, I'll add someone up. In the meantime, that's actually it's actually crazy. This person's a troll. All right, let's get this next person up here. If you want to support me or Dean, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio. Everyone, it should up. Push it out to more people. If you do tap that screen, let's fill the bar up a few times. Try to get to 2 million likes.
Unbelievable. I mean,
I know, right?
hopefully that goes somewhere and does something. You know, like if that could actually result in like real world accountability, that'd be awesome. We're gonna get our next guest up in the box right now, y'all. Really rough day. Really rough day.
How long are you gonna be on today?
For like another 2 hours or so. I can't even believe it, bro. Yeah. I was actually gonna ask you the same thing. All right, guys. Everybody, do you just kind of give us a minute here? Well, we got the next guest loading in.
All
Be
right,
patient.
let's get this next person up here, everyone. Honestly, I want to get some in-person debates. Like that would just be fun right now, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, it would be fun. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
I guess perhaps. Yeah, I did actually. Nah, but I thought.
Don't believe you. Like, if you have to be like, I guess, perhaps, maybe I did. Like, come on. Everybody, just give us a minute. We got our next guest loading up into the box as we speak. If you're one of the 7.2 thousand people in the stream, make sure you're double tapping on that phone screen. What's up? Did you vote for Trump?
I did not vote, but I joined the guest box because I didn't know how you felt about non-participants.
Do better in the future.
By the way, everyone, I am looking for like a video editor for like YouTube specifically. You can check out like conditions in my announcements on my Discord, and then also submit like 8 to 15 minute like sort of cut ups and stuff of clips. Right, is what I'm looking for my YouTubes and stuff. But yeah, I'm just letting everyone know if you want to look into it.
All right, you guys, everybody spam ag in the chat if you do want to come up and debate, you guys. Super duper simple. Just looking for next conversation. Dude, Parker, I'm about to end. Like, I don't know if I even really want to do this today. Like, I'm being so real. Like,
The people have been really bad today. It has been like a uniquely bad day.
yeah, like
I feel you.
I don't really like have much of a desire to do this for much longer, but I guess we'll
Like
see.
if you want to do chill Q&A and stuff, we can do that for a
Yeah.
bit.
That dude, thank you for the gold medal. What's going on, Richie? Did you vote for Trump?
I did indeed.
Okay, why's that?
I think that our border's a huge issue, and I just think that Kamala, A, wasn't brought up democratically, and B, just is very flip-floppy on everything. I think that she's very
Do you
two-sided.
care about democracy?
Thomas,
Do I
thank you
care
for the
about
$5
democracy? Yes,
on
I do
Venmo.
care about democracy.
Yes. So then why did you vote for a guy that literally sent false slates of electors to electoral college to cast Trump votes when he...
I feel about somebody who didn't even actually have a primary, was put up.
Do you want to respond to my point?
Do you want to respond to my point?
I'll
You did-
respond to
you-
your
you
point, and
responded
then
to
you
my
respond.
point with the
I'll,
point.
I'll respond to your point, and then you respond to Parker's. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the primary processes have nothing to do with any institution within our government. They're not related, or tangential, or consequent of our democracy or government fixtures whatsoever. The primaries are ran by private political parties, in which the likes of you could start one of your own literally tomorrow. Not to mention the fact that come the general election, you have the right to vote for whoever you want. You could have voted for Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, Joe Biden, Trump, or even yourself. So when you say that the policy of the DNC, which is, by the way, identical to the policy of the RNC within this sense, is anti-democratic, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. That's like saying that my live is anti-democratic because I don't leave my topic up to a popular vote via the chat. And yeah, now respond to Parker's.
But what did Parker say again?
Amelia, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think that'd be cool, honestly. I haven't thought about it quite yet, but traveling live debates would be cool. And Sydney, think of the $5. Thank you so much for March W. I don't even remember what question I asked you, bro. To be honest.
I asked him about like Trump and what he did. Parker?
Well, so I'll go to my second point that I had.
Wait,
Com-
weren't you
I-
already up here?
No, wait, no. Sorry, Dina. What'd you say?
Wait, Parker. Oh, Richie, weren't you already up here?
No, I wasn't.
Why do I recognize your voice?
I don't know. A lot of people sound.
I do too. Kick him out.
You said the N-word.
Oh, well, he's just like. We knew he was up before.
Yeah, we got our next guest, Callum, loading up, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody just give us a minute. Spam AGA in that chat if you do want to come up and debate. We got Eric loading in. We got Barry loading in, y'all. Everybody just do be patient. Do give us a minute, y'all. And guys, let's try to get up to 2 million likes, guys. Let's try to get up to 2 million likes. What's up, Luke? Did you vote for Trump? All right, Luke's not here, y'all. Guys, if you're in the queue, guys, make sure that you are ready to debate, guys. Just looking for some conversations. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, do you just kind of give us a minute, y'all? Just to kind of give us a minute, you guys. Everybody, spam MAGA in the chat if you're already in the queue and you do want to come up. Levin, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
No, I like to say, keep up the work. I love you, man.
I appreciate that, Levin.
Appreciate
You're
you.
awesome. I appreciate that so much. Moving on to our next guest. Everyone just give us a minute. What's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Hello. Can
Did
you hear
vote
me?
for Trump? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay, how do you?
I'm 19. I was born in 04. Sorry, 05. Sorry.
How do you forget the year that you're born?
That was like, I was thinking of like, because I'm born on the date of 04, not the year. April 04.
Okay, I don't think people do that. I'm sorry. It's possible that you actually did slip up, but like typically, like people don't about the year that they were born in. My apologies. I just find it like unlikely for that to be the case. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? Mid's not here. Yeah, typically, like people just don't confuse that on accident, I guess. All right, guys, looking for our next debate. Today has been a little bit rough, y'all. I'm not really enjoying the stream at all.
Yeah, the people have been a bit wild that have come up on the stream.
Yeah, T-Bone in the chat says let people talk. I invited you to come up and talk, and you denied it, so not my problem.
That's rough.
Yep. Are you guys?
Yep.
What's up, Sam? Did you vote for Trump?
No, I just wanted to say, keep up.
I appreciate that, Sam.
Trisha,
What's
thank
up,
you so
Jay?
much for the $3. Thank you so much, Trisha.
Did
I
you
really
vote-
appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you vote for Trump, Jay? Drake, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, sir, I did. How you doing, Dean?
Doing all right, man. So, why do you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump because I am a firm believer in Bitcoin. I believe, sadly, Trump was the method that we were going to use to Trojan horse Bitcoin into the White House. I wouldn't say that I'm a supporter of Trump.
You want crypto to be a centralized currency?
Centralized currency, no.
Well, then why would you want it to be involved in our White House?
I believe them trying to push Bitcoin policy and allowing the industry to go
Such as
forward unhindered would allow it to take over and give us a chance.
Wait, but Trump is anti-regulation. What crypto needs in America right now is more regulation. So, like, individuals involved in crypto know the bounds in which they can operate in. However, Trump is for less regulation. So I don't understand how he'd be of any benefit for crypto.
Not necessarily the regulation. I believe allowing Bitcoin to go through unhindered, which The Democratic Party had a lot of regulations they wanted to impose on crypto and have done in the past.
We need more regulation. We need it. More regulation is good for crypto right now. Because like right now, right, like crypto companies are just getting fined out of left fucking field by the FEC because they don't know the bounds that they could operate in. The reason why any smart person in the crypto space will tell you, regardless of their political affiliation, why crypto needs more regulation is because crypto companies need to know the bounds in which they can operate in, so they're not just getting random fucking fines for Lord knows what. That's why more regulation is important.
That's a good point. I believe if Bitcoin were allowed to expand and the industry were allowed to develop more, we could have some sort of regulations imposed by the federal government and see where that will expand to. I believe
Yeah, but
it's
Trump's
kind of a stepping
anti-regulation and the
stone.
expansion of crypto, right, should not be predicated on like any like centralized government. Like I think that's antithetical to the whole entire idea of DeFi. And in fact, I'd say that crypto will be allowed to expand more given more regulation, because then these crypto companies will feel more confident in making expansion due to the fact that they know exactly what the FEC expects out of them.
We've seen that Elizabeth Warren and plenty of other Democratic Party members are trying to hinder the expansion of crypto and any investment towards crypto, which I think is hindering the entire process.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with like a hindrance on the expansion of cryptocurrency. I actually really do, unless it's like KYC, like some hindrances are good. But ultimately speaking, there was no policy set forth by Kamala Harris about crypto in this election, meaning that there would have been essentially no difference.
Absolutely, yeah, but
and then like
Elizabeth Warren
also like
being
regulation from the FEC on crypto isn't as relevant coming from the executive branch of our government as it would be coming from leadership within the FEC. Like that's why we need better leadership within the FEC that is competent, knows what they're doing, and knows what's best for the crypto space. And like typically like like crypto junkies that are like super educated on it, like they don't really like hold a distinction between.
Can I make a secondary argument that Dean is a little bit more abrasive than Dean's?
An SEC,
why the hell do we care about crypto more than like all the other things that Donald Trump has done, like being held civilly liable, forcibly penetrating a woman's vagina against her will, bragging about grabbing a woman by the vagina without asking, denying women's access to abortion, even in instances in which they've been assaulted because he left it up to the states by putting people in the Supreme Court the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade? Right? Why don't we address any of those things?
I believe that all cultural and social policy is downstream from economics. I believe that we should solve the economic issues first before trying to tackle these late stage issues.
Wait, you think that we should address what economic issues specifically over the fact that Trump was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman?
I believe that the federal government printing money without bounds and all of these things that are crashing the U.S. dollar should be handled.
That has nothing to do with either president. That has nothing to do with either presidential candidate. You understand that has to do with the Federal Reserve.
Correct. Yes, but Trump
Trump signed off on more debt-related spending. So if you actually cared about financial responsibility, right, then you wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump.
Trump said that he would fire Gary Gensler, which is directly in our favor.
Do you want to address what I just said? He signed off on more debt-related spending.
Both presidents were signing off on debt-related spending. Unfortunately, we have to continue the Ponzi scheme that is the dollar.
No. Trump signed off 8.4 trillion overall, 4.8 trillion non-COVID related. For the Biden-Harris administration, 4.3 trillion overall, 2.2 trillion non-COVID related.
Yes, yeah, and for us to continue the current system, we have to, regardless of who's president.
What are you saying?
We have to continue.
You're not acknowledging that. Wait, why was it more under Trump comparative to the Biden-Harris administration?
I'm not sure what he planned on spending the money on. I'm just saying that we'd have to continue to release more and more debt.
That's a significant difference. Do you agree that's a significant difference?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else to gain in conversation with you. Because if you don't care about things like sexual abuse or like any of those things, you say that like for some reason, some like obscure economically related issue, like whether or not the government has a particular policy on crypto is more important than any of the other economic related issues like healthcare policy, childcare policy, housing affordability policies, that Donald Trump doesn't have any of those, along with the fact that Donald Trump has an extremely terrible character, like what we just mentioned.
Fair enough.
And also, like, I don't really see like much of a future in crypto. I don't. I think that it'll eventually plateau and it won't be too important. I think like the overwhelming hype for crypto has kind of died out. I'd say the farthest crypto got into day-to-day life was like an ATM at Walgreens, and that's really about it. But like, obviously, a lot of people love crypto. I kind of find it quite interesting. I was in the space for a very long time, quite familiar with it. but don't think that crypto should be any reason that you vote for one candidate over another in the 2024 election. Like maybe like Trump was like very pro crypto and like he had like absolute policy on crypto, and it wasn't just kind of like rhetoric and him saying once at a rally somewhere in the world that like Bitcoin's a good thing. Like like maybe it'd be more relevant, but as it stands, like no, not really that relevant.
Fair enough. Well, I voted on one of the things that he said at the Bitcoin conference, and really all we have is their word. We don't have any proof of what they're gonna put into policy when they get into the office. You can hope that they're telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, Jake, I appreciate you
Yep, have a good one.
as well. What's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely.
Why'd you do that?
Because I don't like crooked Biden.
Okay, well, Biden wasn't running. Kamala Harris was. Was she crooked?
She's in the same category as him. She was the vice president of Biden, so I'm sure
Okay,
she
so
probably did some dirty work for him.
okay, so if you does that mean that Trump did some dirty work for Epstein, or did he?
No, he
Oh,
denounced
they're like,
Epstein.
oh, have you heard what he said about Diddy?
I haven't heard it, no. What did he say?
Yeah, he said that Diddy's a really good guy, a great guy, phenomenal guy, stand-up guy.
After when? When did he say that?
Oh, it's
After
before.
everything came out, or is this previous?
Oh, it was before. He was just kind of in that same proximity,
Well, the problem is he's like in the socialite circle. There's probably hundreds of people that went to a Diddy party and they were
Who was good? Who is friends with Diddy? He said that Diddy was a great guy.
okay, well, I can't defend Diddy, so
No, can you answer the question? Who did that? Was that Donald Trump? Because I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, before everything came out.
Okay, so then it's okay.
I mean, if he's associated with him, someone famous, there's many other celebrities that are
Okay, so then why are you saying the associations otherwise are bad?
And then also, like, what corruptness on the end of Biden after you answered Parker's question?
Say again?
After you answer Parker's question, you should tell us about Biden's corruptness.
Yeah, absolutely. Why was his son on the board of Burisma?
Okay,
In
so
Ukraine?
Biden's
Jeez.
son is on the board of Burisma, which relates Hunter to Biden, and then Kamala Harris served under Biden, which relates Kamala Harris to Biden. So that means that Kamala Harris herself is corrupt. Can you name like one corrupt thing?
That's
that
actually
Kamala
so
Harris has done?
insane.
I know. It is.
You don't think that they all are associated and work together in their
No, I don't think that you'd be able to relate any form of accountability of corruptness onto Harris. No.
I said Biden was corrupt.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and that's when I told you that Harris was the one that's running. So why did you vote for Trump over Harris?
Okay, so she's associated with somebody that's corrupt.
Okay, so is Trump. What's next? Why do you vote for Trump
Who
over
is-
over Harris?
Say again?
So why do you vote for Trump over Harris? Because if it's about associations with corrupt
Because I
individuals,
care
he definitely
about
takes
the
cake.
border, because
There you
I
go.
because I care about this country and its economic future.
Okay, border and economy. So tell me what Trump's plan was for immigration, such as being very specific with his policy, and to do the same thing for economy after that.
Yeah, build a border wall and
Okay.
deport undocumented immigrants inside
Okay.
of this country.
Okay, about building the border wall. It's like the same slogan he's been shouting since 15 under his first administration. He built less than 50 miles, super duper poor. When Biden wanted to build more, Trump told the Republicans.
Yeah, because
he
it was
allowed to.
blocked.
Yeah, with a Republican majority man, because it was a bad plan. And then when Biden and Harris were able to get bipartisan legislation together to build more border wall, Trump was like, "Oh, don't let him." And then on top of that, about the mass deportation, how does he intend to identify all undocumented migrants in our country?
Yeah, so that's a common argument. Oh, what are we gonna do? Go around door to door and find the migrants? It's I had this debate with somebody the other day. Migrants have EIN numbers.
Actually, ITINs,
Or
which
ITIN.
by the way, they don't have to report residency status to their employers, and in most cases, it's illegal to do so in accordance with employment laws. So that's not how they're going to identify them. Plus, not to mention that if a business is employing an undocumented migrant, they're definitely not going to want to report that to the government. If they had FBI agents knocking on their door, they'd probably want to keep their workers. So how are they going to identify undocumented migrants?
That's
Plus,
why we have ICE. Give
but
more
yeah,
funding to ICE and
what is ICE going to do to identify them? Like ask business owners who they're employing, even though the business owner can't ask if their employees are citizens?
make legislation for it or expand. You know, like I said, give ICE more funding, give them expanded
Make
authority.
legislation for it, but that's against the Constitution. So it's unconstitutional to like stop an ID without plausible cause, and basically you cannot get plausible cause to identify an undocumented migrant unless they tell you or they get arrested for another offense.
Yeah, so I'm not saying go around running to employers saying, okay, we need to get a copy of everyone's ID, but I'm saying they should put more of an
Employees don't
effort.
even collect IDs. I mean, unless like you're a delivery driver or you're working with alcohol, like really, they really don't.
Almost every job I've ever applied to or worked at has required you to submit your ID.
It's like such as what? Like a big or like who?
I don't know. I've done security. I've done.
Well, security, yeah, because they got to run a background check on you. Sure, I bet they do require your ID.
Yeah, but most
Car
jobs
fee for
do
them,
run
$5 of Venmo.
most jobs do require a background check.
You'd be surprised, and typically the background checks that are run off of like an ITIN, which a citizen can have, but it doesn't check for residency status. But a lot of jobs don't.
Okay, well, I'm not
like,
advocating
jobs
for
in which we'd see more
a
undocumented
go
migrants
around
working. And
run
like
around.
once again, business owners, even if they know they have undocumented migrants employed, are not going to be telling any ICE agents that.
Well, then we need to put incentives on them not to employ undocumented immigrants and actually expand, you know, make some legislation that punishes companies that operate that way.
Okay, and is Trump going to do that?
Probably.
No, we don't see that anywhere announced in his campaign. You just lied, not to mention that doing that would actually be bad for our economy. So,
Why would it be
Seems
bad
like Trump
for
doesn't
our
have a good
economy?
plan. Yeah, because you're literally removing valuable skilled workers from the workplace. What is that? You think that's going to be good for GDP?
So you think migrant labor doesn't take away American jobs? And
it adds to American jobs by producing a higher GDP, which allows for more people to go out and buy more goods.
Why is
which
the chat
allows-
spamming?
Let Mac up. I don't know. It's just
I don't
really
know who that
easy.
is. Who's that?
You want to meet Mac?
I don't know who that is.
I'll let you meet Mac real quick.
You're a dumbass motherfucking bitch. What the fuck are you actually motherfucking on? You crackheaded ass motherfucking bitch.
Ew.
You can't say that on the live. Jeez, chat, what's going on?
Yeah, Mac lasted a total like 4 seconds.
Dude.
Get him out of here.
Mac lasted literally 4 seconds. Okay, go ahead and continue.
What were we talking about again?
Yeah, we're talking about how Trump has no fucking plan to do what he wants to do.
You say he doesn't have a plan. We'll see.
No
in
plan.
about
None.
18
No,
days.
no. You just gave me some
Wait,
speculative
can I ask you a question? I've talked to this person
Let's-
before. Can
yeah.
you tell me what Trump's healthcare plan is?
Yeah, I told you before. I don't care about healthcare, man.
What's his childcare plan?
I believe in personal responsibility.
What's his childcare plan?
I don't care about childcare.
What's his housing affordability plan?
Fix the economy so that prices come down for everything.
That's not a plan. That's literally not a plan. What are you talking about?
Dude, being like, fuck healthcare, fuck childcare, fire valuable skilled workers, and you know what? Housing prices, who the hell cares? Like, dude, what the hell, dude? Come on. If you're gonna be engaging
When did
in
I
this
say
political debate-
fire skilled workers? What do
Yes,
what do migrants do
but you
that's skilled?
literally said that our government should disincentivize businesses from hiring undocumented migrants and should actually punish them
So
for doing
are
that.
undocumented migrants taking engineering and aerospace jobs, or are they working in fields and lower income employment?
Wait, so first of all, a skilled worker isn't just someone working in STEM-related fields. You could also have like skilled workers like operating within a working class, typically associated with that of the lower to middle.
Okay,
also,
and
to
then any
basically
high,
assume
like a
that
crane
undocumented
operator,
migrants.
truck driver, all of those require licenses and American documentation and background checks. So they're not taking any
Once again, you just name like more hyper-specific niche fields such as driving, which is something that I've already named as something that would require something like a license to operate in that field in accordance with the policy of a lot of companies. But when we consider like fields such as construction, roofing, farming, etc., these are all fields where we now have American farmers begging Trump not to deport some of their workers that happen to be undocumented migrants that are skilled, right? But further on top of this, you have yet to detail any plan to us about how Trump is actually going to identify these people. And when Parker asks you for more of Trump's plan pertaining to healthcare or childcare or what he's going to do to fix the housing affordability, you have no response. You only have rhetoric. For the first 2 points, you said you just straight up didn't care, and for the third point, you just said he's going to fix the economy. Well, how so? what exactly is Trump going to do to reduce the price of housing in America?
Implementing tariffs, and you're gonna say that
It's going to raise the price
yeah,
of houses
yeah.
in America.
So they're gonna
Stupid.
say it's gonna raise the price, but
Yes.
no, it won't.
Yes, it will. Where do we get most of our lumber from to build these new houses? Where do we get most of our steel from to build these new houses? From places like Canada and Mexico. And the reason we get these things from places such as Canada and Mexico isn't because it merely costs less because they exploit human labor, but it's because they have the infrastructure built out to get more lumber, to make more steel, right? Because of their productive capacities, right? Canada has an incredibly higher productive capacity for lumber compared to the US. It's not only because their forests are larger, but because the infrastructure built out to actually get the lumber from the
Yeah,
forest
the United States
is much heavier invested in. So please tell me how
the
placing a
United
tariff
States.
on 1 second. Please tell me how placing a tariff on Canadian lumber, right, which would not only make the lumber from Canada more expensive, so they'd still continue to choose to use Canadian lumber, will make new houses more expensive, or they have to switch to lumber produced in the U.S., which is going to be more expensive than lumber produced in Canada because there's a lower productive capacity for lumber in our own country. Explain to me how those things will not drive up the price of lumber in America, making houses more expensive to build.
So there may be an increase temporarily, and then America will adapt. The economy will adjust.
He just
and they will
explained why it would be long term if you didn't
it
listen.
will- and they'll increase the production capacity.
Wait,
to
why don't we
meet
just
demand.
invest straight into the productive capacities? How
No,
about we just
so here,
invest
let
in
me
infrastructure?
explain it to him differently. So the reason why it is the case that we do not produce it in the United States and sell it in the United States for a cheaper cost than what they do around the world is because the production costs in the United States are more expensive already. So if you bring back production to the United States, even if we were to have fully set up production within the context of the United States, it would still be more expensive long run, and that's why it was priced out of the market, because it's the same or lesser quality at the same or higher price.
Yeah, and the only way that we could lower the price of lumber production in America is well, you can't really deal with the fact that we just don't have as extensive forest resources, but B, it's to actually build that infrastructure, right? And instead of placing tariffs to force American companies to build that infrastructure over the course of the next 75 years, how about we just invest money from our federal government into companies to build that infrastructure now without introducing the tariffs, which will not increase the pricing of houses?
Without implementing the tariffs?
Yeah, there's other things that we could do to achieve that same goal without
Because
negative
with the
byproducts.
tariffs, it will cause a faster adaptation, forcing them to get whatever you said, like 50 years. They'll probably be forced to get it done.
No.
within
I
25 years.
actually think if we just invest money through policy into the companies, that the adaptation will be faster. Because you would say the reason why placing the tariffs on the companies in Canada, for instance, would cause us to build more productive capacity in our own country is because then you'll have more consumers buying from American-based companies, and when they fill up their current productive capacities, they're going to have to build more in order to support an increase in demand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right? So in other words, you're just relying on the free market to create a higher level of productive capacities at these companies. Well, what if we just designed optimized policy to invest straight into those companies as it stands today so they could create more productive capacity without a reliance on the consumer? How about we just give them money and stimulate like a quicker rate of productive capacity growth?
Because it's also about sending a message to the right countries as well.
Oh, okay. So you just want to give the middle finger to our allies in Canada. Yeah, sounds like a really good
Well,
plan.
it's not just Canada. Canada would be like your plan for Canada.
Send a
actually
message. You
doesn't
sound like a
sound-
fucking joker. Like what?
He
What do you
sound
mean?
like he
send a
sounds like the
message?
Riddler.
Well, it's mainly for China.
No, it's not just mainly for China. It's for all goods imported from all countries. And specifically, Parker was asking you about Trump's housing affordability plan, and then you described that, oh, well, it's actually a good thing that we're going to tariff China.
He knew none
Canada,
of those
making prices
things.
more expensive.
Yeah, dude, you have no reasons that are good for why you vote Trump, dude. Come on, bro, just join the right side, man. Like, come on.
No.
Like, why would you want worse arguments? Have you heard better arguments than what we're giving you right now?
Yep.
About what specifically?
About politics for your
housing
position.
affordability.
Any of these things. Have you heard better arguments from your side?
I don't do much research on like.
Well,
arguments
inevitably,
and
when
what
the answer is no, that you have not heard better arguments, why don't you adopt the best arguments you've heard? Maybe in the future you'll hear better arguments on your side, but as of right now, the best arguments you've heard are not on that side.
you're breaking down you're breaking down the tariffs. Okay, I understand tariffs. They might not implement perfectly, but I don't think they're
Kelly,
necessarily
thank you for the
going to
dollar on Venmo.
be negative. I think that in the long run, they will actually end up being a positive.
Yeah, but you've given no like reasoning for that. Well, I gave you it specifically. Like I can
Damn.
go down and I can explain things like comparative advantage to you specifically in terms of how certain areas around the world, right, are more skilled or better at producing or have better conditions for producing certain types of goods comparative to the United States.
Bro, so
Okay,
Max
well, what
said
about
crackhead.
Guys, why
Trump
don't you
wants-
get down to the program? Trump won.
Balloting the $10.
Yeah,
Wow,
Trump did-
thank you
yeah,
for
Trump
telling
did
us,
win. One
Patrick. I
second.
didn't know that. Do you
One sec-
accept
do you
the
mind-
results
hey-
of the 2020 election, Patrick?
Real quick. So when
He
Matt
won.
came up here. Shut up, Patrick. I'm trying to say something.
Who won in 2020?
Guys, please. Sorry. So when Matt came up here and said crackhead, it got a restriction on the live for drugs. So I don't know. We're already like 2.5 hours deep into the stream. It's probably not worth a restart.
Yeah, we could probably just chill for a little bit longer and then go over.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead,
Yeah, Patrick, you were saying? Thank you for telling us.
Trump
Now,
won.
who won in 2020? Who won in 2020?
24.
Who won in 2020, Patrick?
What?
Who won in 2020?
Who won in 2024? Trump. I'm not
Who
talking
won in
about
2020?
20.
Is this gonna
The Biden one. Shh.
Biden won in 2020?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what's the relevance of telling us Trump won in 2024? Like, cool. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Well, Biden won in 2020 and Trump won in
Do you want to
2024.
like give your kids some attention?
Yeah, you need to go to church.
That's my nephew, you dingaling.
Okay. You want to give your nephew attention? Because it sounds like you just got mad just because I said it was your kid. So it sounds like you don't like him.
You don't even know me. I do like him. Michael.
Then why did you get so like offended when I said it was your kid?
I didn't get offended.
You did. You sounded pretty offended.
Also, Patrick, you said that I've never ran a business. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's false.
Yeah, what business do you run?
Yeah, I ran a dog food production plant out of Colorado, and I ran it for about 1.5 years.
What plant?
I'm not going to tell you its name.
The business I run right
plant?
now is cooking Patrick Henry on TikTok Live. That's the business I'm
Wait,
running
what
right
did you
now.
run?
Yeah, I ran a dog food and treat production plant.
How many people worked?
Yeah, about 17.
Oh, so you ran a business.
Yeah.
Wait, Patrick, I've never had a job prior to this.
Mhm.
Are you gonna get mad at me now?
No, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just saying you're full of it.
How am I full of it?
Because you think you know everything.
What makes you think I think I know everything?
Oh, because I went to college, right?
Okay, I never said I know everything because I went to college, but Patrick, I probably know more than you.
Like what? What do you know?
Okay, well, I'll just. Are you pro-life?
Yeah, why is that?
Where does conception occur in the human body?
Lacey, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
Well, you got Dean over here arguing with a pregnant woman.
Can you answer, Patrick? Where in the human body does conception occur?
When the sperm hits the egg.
No, where in the human body?
Not when, where?
First week.
No, where? Where in the human body?
In the woman's why are you asking me these questions?
Because it demonstrates that you actually don't know shit, Patrick.
I don't know shit.
Patrick, what do women pee out of?
Oh my god. I know where to pee out of.
What?
The vagina.
No.
Where? Where?
You think women pee out of their urethra? Oh, you think women pee out of their vagina? Bro, Jesus Christ, Patrick.
Why are you asking these questions?
Because I know more than you, and I knew it.
Oh,
and I'm just proving it.
Yeah. So you believe
You thought
that
women
was
pee out of
cause
their
inflation?
vagina, dude. That's actually crazy.
You ever heard of the dollar index, you genius?
Lacey, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. What index?
Dollar index.
The dollar index?
Yeah, you ever heard of that?
I mean, I'm not very familiar with the dollar index. What
you don't
dollar
care.
index?
It's the 8 industrial countries.
Are you talking about PPP?
Dollar. You don't know what the dollar index is?
Purchase price parity? Is that what you're referencing?
No, you
Like an
do not
index
know.
there is for like the value of
It's
dollars?
a bunch of industrial currencies against the dollar. How much is it worth?
And are you trying to say bricks?
I'm not trying to say bricks. You don't know what the dollar index is?
And you do more than me?
Apparently no one else other than you does. So I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you don't, because you don't want to talk about it.
No, what is it? What is it? Tell us.
It's in all the industrial currencies, the value against the dollar.
All industrial currencies against the
Yeah,
dollar.
like Japan.
You know, our dollar is an industrial currency, right?
Yes.
Justine,
Japan,
thank you so much for the dollar.
Europe.
Japan, Europe. Wait, do you think
You
Europe
don't
is a
know what the
country?
dollar index.
Wait. Do you think Europe is a country?
Europe is a continent. I'm talking about the euro currency.
Okay. I don't know what you're wording. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Because because the dollar index is the strength against the major currencies in the world. You know that, right? You want to go? Okay. I'm talking to this genius leader.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You think you're smart?
I mean, you literally thought women pee out of their vagina. How many continents are there, Patrick?
What?
How many continents are there?
7. There you go again.
And what are they?
There you go again. I'm talking about policy. And you're talking about
what are they?
I'm talking to somebody. Somebody.
You leaving now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick. How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
What?
How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
How many what?
How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
Why are you asking me that? That's kind of weird.
Do you know the
Why are
answer?
you asking me that? Why?
Do you know the answer?
Why you're asking me that?
He doesn't know the answer.
No, why are you asking me that? Why?
Can you answer the question?
No, I'm not
I'll tell you why after. I'll tell you why right after.
Why?
Just answer the question. Bella, thank you for the $5 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Bella.
You know,
How many? How many?
Accept that Trump won.
How many? How many, Patrick?
Could you accept Trump won?
Can you answer the question and then I'll talk to you about other things?
The answer is yes, though.
Patrick, you have to Google it. dude, pro-life men are so informed, dude.
I say we just be the responsible one and leave him to go to church with Matthew.
Yeah.
Go to church with Matthew, buddy. Drive responsibly.
That is fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, I was gonna end the debates there, but there's just like one more person in the queue that we gotta talk to, just based off of their profile picture. Hey, Jay. Jay, speak up, buddy. So that's actually the black MAGA hat that's signed by Trump. What was that going for? $200, I think, on Trump's website. You bought that shit for $200, sir.
$200 hat is insane. That just has Trump's name on it. That's crazy, bro.
As a signature on the.
Hey, what up, y'all?
How much did you spend on that hat, Jay?
I don't know, man. How much you spent on that jacket?
I don't know. My dad got it for me.
Brianna, thank you for the
Oh,
dollar.
dad got
Lacey,
it
thank you for the $5. I mean, I would rather buy the jacket than be anywhere within like fucking 50,000 cubic feet away from that. You know,
Right,
like
right,
that's actually insane.
Right. I mean, it's all about pride with us Trump supporters, you know. It's all about, you know,
Trump pride. Is that what you're all about?
Hey, man, it's all about being united at the end of the day. That's what our party has been doing for the
What?
past.
Oh, there's literally a MAGA civil war right now.
Yeah, I'm not. What do you mean unite, bro? What are you talking about?
There's such a divide within the right now. It's like literally
Not our
pro-H-
supporters. Our supporters are more united than
No, absolutely
most
not.
think.
Pro H1B versus anti H1B.
What's wrong with H-1B visas? You're talking about H-1B visas?
Well, like literally go ask half of Trump's voter base, and they'll tell you, right?
I mean, to me, with people saying that he's trying to stop people from coming in the country, and you know, H-1B.
Did you know if you have the H-1B visas in place, you're allowing more people into the country?
Technically not. It's a work visa. I mean, you're
That's
still allowing
more people to come into the country. Yes.
But
which some Republicans claim devalues the labor of people that are already in the United States.
Right. But no, I mean, H-1B visas, to me, it's a step forward for letting migrants come in here in a legal way for, you know, work, living. You know, to me, it's a better thing than for them that said he's totally against immigrants, which I believe firmly he isn't, because he's still letting people come work here. And you know, they had something in his term called the Dreamers Act, which he still letted migrants come in as dreamers. And to me, like, you know, they've done a lot with immigration. I mean, not as much as people would want, but you know, you can't let a lot of immigrants in, especially illegally, because there's been migrant
The
crime.
Dreamers Act actually never passed, by the way, just saying.
Tears of joy. Think of the dollar for spending $200 on a Trump hat is glazing.
Hey man, you gotta wear it with pride. I mean, the same way with people wearing Kamala t-shirts. Same thing.
Kamala.
People,
I'm not gonna lie, I would not spend $200 on a Kamala Harris T-shirt. But at the end of the day, even if I did, at least that money would be going towards a hard-working American with a net worth under like fucking $7 billion.
Right. I mean, you know, a lot of Americans are still living under the struggle at the same time, and we gotta think the economy is pretty bad under my point of view, and you know, we this economy needs healing. This country needs healing.
Yeah, and that doesn't like mean that we should just accept the views of Trump supporters. That means that we need to critically think about those views, realize that they're harmful, and try to do better. I had practically everyone, Dean. I just need to get Harry and Chris.
I mean, in your terms,
They'll do it once all of us do. So.
are you guys not Trump like, you guys don't like Trump based on more of his past, correct?
What? There's like infinite reasons why I don't like Trump. He's economically illiterate. He shouldn't be in charge of any functioning economy, especially Americans' economy. He's a really bad person that's done a lot of shitty things. That's going to create a lot of negative consequences in our country today because of the emboldening of those bad behaviors instead of consequences. He has no fucking clue what he's talking about when it comes to women's rights. He wants to appeal as a populist to the far right, so that's what he's going to do, flip-flop and flip-flop again. He really doesn't know what the hell what's going on with immigration. He can't pass good policy, did nothing effective during his first administration. He just has rhetoric all day long, as all Republicans have for the last 30 years. He has no fucking plan for housing affordability. One of the main issues impacting the average American in their day-to-day life is how damn expensive housing is. That's an undeniable fact. It personally has impacted me. It's personally impacted loved ones. It personally impacts people that you probably love, if not yourself. Trump has never said a single damn thing about it. Not one policy on Agenda 47 mentions housing affordability when it is such a big issue. He just kind of complains like he has been complaining about Obamacare for the last 8 years, even though he did nothing to fix it in his first 4 and he has no plan to fix it in his last. There's so many reasons why it's just not a good pick for the presidency. In fact, I would say if the average IQ of an American was like 125, Trump wouldn't even be on the ballot. He would have never gotten to the ballot. He would have never ran in the first place. Like, seriously.
Right. But can I ask you, Dean, with all due respect, can I ask you, especially with the hurricane problem we had with North Carolina, God bless to those families still in North Carolina, with FEMA too. FEMA claiming they do not have funds for North Carolina victims. And I've seen articles where the Amish, God bless to the Amish that are building homes for the North Carolina.
Yeah, thank you for the motorcycle. Thank you so much, Sid. I appreciate it.
Jay, if I have $1 billion, but for whatever reason my state is only allows me to donate $3,000 a year, and I do donate $3,000 a year, but because of the current state legislate, I can't donate anymore. Would it be okay for me to say I don't have any more to donate?
I don't know. Can you say the same thing? Is it okay for the Biden and Harris administration to send over billions of dollars to Ukraine?
Yes,
and
please do it again.
Israel?
Send more. No more to Israel.
Do it
just
some more.
Ukraine. Sid, thank you for the motorcycle. I appreciate that.
Still, he's sending more and giving Ukraine debt forgiveness, yet he can't pass his student debt loan forgiveness.
Yeah, it's because the
He
Supreme Court
has
told him it was
promised to his
unconstitutional. He tried
voters.
3 times.
Well, still, he's allowing another country to have forgiveness for their debt, yet he can't pass his own bill to forgive student loan debt.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah,
Supreme
that's
Court,
because
man.
of the Supreme Court. Like,
Yeah,
you
also
understand there are
Supreme
things that
Court.
It's
Trump
the
got blocked by the
Democrat
Supreme
Party,
Court.
dudes.
What?
What?
No, the Supreme
No, it has to do with the Supreme Court.
The conservatives have a majority in the Supreme Court because of Trump. What the hell are you saying?
You're saying the Republicans have majority over the
Yeah.
Supreme Court? Well, from my understanding, the Democrats, the last 4 years of Biden administration and Harris administration, they've had control over the Senate, and
Well, the Senate's not the Supreme Court.
it is not the Supreme Court, but they still have judicial justices that are majority of Democrat in the Supreme Court.
No. Wrong.
But anyways, still, tell me it ain't wrong. Giving billions of dollars to Ukraine, dude. Come on.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing for Ukraine.
It's
but
a good
is
thing
it,
for the world.
It is. I won't deny that. But is it a good thing to get us involved into a World War III? Let me ask you.
Well,
that.
actually, us getting involved with giving Ukraine money is actually preventing higher threats of a third world war.
I
Like,
mean,
why were we at such a high threat of world war during like the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Cold War?
I mean, Putin's constantly threatening to N-word us. I'm not gonna say it for the live, but and even as
Wait,
Trump
do you
said,
I have a
Trump-
question. Do you just disagree ideologically based speaking with the existence of NATO?
the existence of NATO. I'm against our United States even being in NATO. I'm
Dude, you just want to let Russia run the Eastern world. You just want to let Russia run it.
It's not letting Russia run it. Trump
Yes. If we get rid of NATO, fuck Lithuania, fuck Estonia, fuck
NATO's
Poland
ripping
eventually,
America off,
fuck
though.
Ukraine. How?
Because NATO, we've been funding NATO more than they've been having their fair share and giving us.
What you're referring to is how much we invest into our own military compared to how much other countries in NATO invest into their own. Trump's whole thing has been they're ripping us off because there's other countries not meeting the minimum reinvestment into their own military, and we invest so much more than they do. 2 ways to solve it: we invest less. We don't need to invest so much money into our military.
Instead of investing into our own country, into our own military,
Wait,
why should we be?
you understand that? You understand that we can put money into our own.
They do.
Into our own.
Do that, but he just gives taxes cuts to billionaires.
Yeah, but you guys don't understand. We're funding billions of dollars to foreign countries. How is that?
Billions and billions. What percentage of our federal budget goes to other countries?
Receipts have shown it on news
Jake,
articles. And
what percentage of our federal budget goes to other countries?
I thought we got banned. I was like,
real. What percentage, Jay?
I would say a lot. I can't really give you a number because
2%.
2%. Oh, dude, you crazy, man! Come on, no, it's not 2%, man. Come on.
How much money have we sent to Ukraine?
It's constantly rolling on the news, man. The receipts are
it's constantly rolling on the news because that's what the Republicans want. Like that's what they want. You know, like for instance, just when we look at our DG budget, only 1/32 of it went to Ukraine. Isn't that crazy? And most of that was in weapons, not even in money.
Seriously, yeah, 1/32 of military spending under the Biden-Harris administration, and that's what you're complaining about instead of the 31 out of 32.
Our equipment and technology and money to.
So I just want to make it clear. So you don't support. So I just want to make it clear. You don't support Trump sending more money to Israel, right?
Hey, just like we left.
No. Answer my question. I just want to make it clear. You do not support Trump sending more money to Israel, right?
Trump hasn't sent money to Israel like Biden has.
Dude. Trump is sitting behind the gate of January 20th, and this guy's vehemently preached so much about how little Biden and Harris have been doing, and that he can't wait to get in office and give them more money, more weapons to win the war. Literally, go on YouTube, search Trump rally, New Brunswick, New Jersey. You will see that man standing in front of the U.S. flag and the Israeli flag talking about how much he loves them and how we need to be giving them more money until they fucking win. Like, you said, we need to give them as much money as possible so they can win so quickly, quite frankly. Like, do you support that?
Hey, but I gotta say, Trump did support the Palestinian people.
No. He actually wants to revoke funding to Palestine.
No, he told Benjamin in a news conference live on the news that the Palestinian people deserve better. that they shouldn't be used as a political pawn. You can look it up on YouTube too, man. All
Wait,
it
wait,
takes
Yeah,
wait.
is doing
seriously, I'd love to see
research.
that.
Wait. Why is it they shouldn't be used as a political pawn and they should just stop killing innocent Palestinians? And if he really thought that, why does he want to revoke humanitarian aid for Palestine? And then also, can you please relate back to answering my earlier question on do you support Trump further funding to Israel?
I don't support furthering funding it. I mean, you
So
know,
Trump
I
bad
do it.
guy that
I
wants to
do
support
in
other bad
terms. I
guys.
do
What a
in
globalist.
terms.
What an idiot.
Because
What an idiot globalist.
Israel is one of America's biggest allies. So yes, I do actually support that. But I don't
Oh my
support.
god.
I don't support
Actually
when
crazy.
you guys talk about NATO a lot. Ukraine don't even want to join NATO as much as you guys
What
would
they
believe
do?
they.
What they do? They totally want
They
to
would
join
have
NATO.
already done it though. I mean, they've been given money from NATO, and
No, they've
not
literally
only
asked to join
America
NATO.
alone.
Did you watch Zelensky, right, literally stand in front of NATO and be like, let me fucking join? Please, I beg you, let me join?
I mean, they would have already done it if they're
No.
accepting.
You know nothing about
the-
geopolitical conflict, sir. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Yeah, I think you guys dropped out of high school, man. You guys gotta.
Jay, you said we dropped out of high school, bro. How many contents are there? And do you follow kids? Jesus Christ, dude, is it every fucking person on the live? Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Dude, I can't, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last
Hey,
debate of the day.
when I talk to two kids who support tampons in men's restrooms and
Dude, what is
trans
this guy
men,
even fucking saying, dude?
team men and women's sports, and don't
What is this
get me
guy
wrong,
saying, dude? Listen,
women
of course I
and
think
men's
that people
restrooms.
who are
Y'all
menstruating
y'all
should have
support
access to
a
menstrual
cult.
products.
Y'all
Does not
support
mean
a
that they're only in
cult.
boys'
Get out of
restrooms.
here. Y'all support a cult. You guys
We
promote
support a cult?
misinformation.
What are you
Yes.
talking? We support a cult? Have you
Do
seen
you-
yourself?
do
What is
you
Donald
guys-
Trump's position on
do you
H-1B
guys
visas
know
prior to
that-
the election and then after the election? What's Donald Trump's stance on tariffs causing prices to go up before the election and after the election? What's Donald Trump's stance on all of these things?
Okay, also I just want to say about supporting a cult. So actually you posted a video on December 30th. Shut up. You posted a video on December 30th that is literally a fan edit of Trump. Your caption is President 45, Trump 47, my edit never quit motivation, hashtag President Trump 2024. And then one of the comments says, thank you, Mr. President, we love you. Another one of the comments says top G. And then actually this specific comment says, heart emoji, I love my President Trump, American flag emoji, my country, American flag emoji, my family, heart emoji, thank you, God, for blessing us all. And then you responded, he's surely one of the greatest presidents in America's history alongside the founding fathers. And then they responded to you by saying he's the greatest of all time. Who's a member of the cult? And like your bio too, it fucking says, let's see here. Follow me, Trump 2025.
You paid $200 for your hat,
paid
and we're in
$200
a
for your
fucking cult. You paid $200 fucking dollars. What are you talking about, Jay? Get a fucking mirror. Look into that shit.
Wait, I actually
and go outside and touch some fucking grass. Jesus Christ.
You actually have like a good 7 edits of Trump on your page.
What? Jay, get a fucking mirror. Now, go to the store and buy a fucking mirror. Buy a mirror.
1 second.
Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all are fool as fuck. I got paid $20 for this hat. And yes, I am proud to wear it. Y'all are crazy. Y'all support anything you are talked to. Y'all are fooled out here, man. Get smart, bro.
You have
For
7
real.
Trump
Watch the-
edits, dude.
Watch the news more and grow your brain, bro. Because you guys
Grow my
just
brain,
come at
dude?
me like high school dropouts, bro.
Grow my
I'm
brain.
a grown man. I actually graduated.
Wait, I have a question, Jay.
I
How
know
many
my
how many
history.
holes do women
And
have
so
below the
do
waist in
all of the
typical?
Trump supporters on this live stream.
Jay,
We know our
listen.
history.
Jay, listen. How many holes do women have below the waist in typical?
I don't need to answer your dumb question.
know?
Go back to school, kid.
You
Go
don't
back
know?
to school. Go back to school, kid. Go
Jay,
back to
Jay,
school.
you don't know?
We gotta ask him a question about school. What is a derivative?
Derivative. What's a derivative?
That's too much. That's too much for him. He would not know that. Jay, answer the question. How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
I don't know. That's irrelevant. Talk about politics. Get a brain. I'm not trying to answer that, dude.
Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example of an
I'm
imaginary
not trying
number?
to answer that. We're on a prove
Hey,
it
hey,
wrong.
Jay, I have a
Terrible
question. Where is the clit?
America live
Do you know where the
stream.
clit is, Jay?
Come on, prove me wrong. We're on
Jay, do you know where the clit
Trump
is?
will be a terrible for America, you guys.
Jay,
said.
have you found the clit yet?
You guys are you guys talking about this on live
Jay,
stream
about
every day?
school.
Come on,
What's the
what kind of crazy shenanigans? You guys need to watch Waterboy every day or so. You guys what?
Okay. Hey, what's
like,
this?
You
come
can't
on.
answer the question. You
Hey,
don't
Jay,
know.
Jay, let's talk about. He wants to talk about school. What's the square root of -1?
Square root of -1, dude. Come on, bro.
Dude,
I'm not. I'm trying to talk about your life.
you said about school. You said high school dropout. This is high school math. What's the square root of -1?
Dude, it says Trump will be terrible for America. Prove me wrong. So let's say, how will Trump be terrible
Hey,
for America? dude?
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah,
How many credit hours do you have to get per year at a university to get a bachelor's in 4 years?
I'm asking you, bachelor's to get a bachelor's degree. It's obviously 4 years.
Yeah, but how many credit hours per year is on average?
You
You didn't go to school. You didn't go to college, did you?
Dina, I'm asking like a real question. How many IQ points do you think you lose every day from talking to people like Jay? Like, I'm actually
Hey,
serious.
Jay,
I think I am
Michael,
like
bro.
literally losing IQ points.
I'm
talking
just
to you.
asking you. You guys don't keep up with the news. You guys are saying funding
What is an
Ukraine,
AP class?
You guys are pro
Jay,
Ukraine.
what is
pro
yes?
Europe,
Yes, Slava Ukraine.
pro
Deadass.
NATO, pro
Yeah.
NATO.
Hey, what is an AP
Wait,
class?
can I ask him
you
this?
guys
Hey,
support our
Jay,
money going
how many
away.
corners in a triangle?
Let me ask you guys.
Oh
this.
my
You
god!
guys
Wow, this guy's telling us that we were high school dropouts. Jay,
Dude, how many corners in a
sound like
triangle?
SpongeBob, dudes. Get out of
How
here with
many
that.
corners in a
Come on.
triangle?
How many corners in a triangle?
Just
You're-
think.
How many corners in a triangle?
Yeah.
I'd say 2. Oh no, I thought that. Hey. No, oh my bad. No.
Jay, we're the high school dropouts. We're the fucking high school dropouts. We, us, me and
What the
Parker,
fuck is
2
happening?
corners, and I quit.
No, dude, what?
I quit my job. I quit my job. It's over. It's done. I quit. We're done. It's over. This is no more. I'm done. Okay, I'm done with you, Jay. Wow, really?
What are you done with?
What
are you done with?
Oh.
What are you done with?
Jay's friend?
No.
Do you know how many corners there are in a triangle?
Neither of you deserve this. No, just no.
I wish the live
No.
wasn't restricted. There'd probably be about like 10, 11,000 people in here.
No, like no, dude, no.
Can you guys tell me what an AP class in high school is?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. How the fuck do you not know that there are three? Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that was
He
crazy.
doesn't know that there are 3 corners in a triangle. A kindergartner knows that. We're talking about shapes, dude.
Yeah, I'm just fooling you, bro. I'm
Okay.
just fooling you.
Okay, what's an AP class? Okay. All right, buddy. Jay, your mic is muted. Heather, thank you for the $30 on Venmo for the 2 corners in a triangle. I appreciate you for that love, Heather. Everyone show some love to Heather in that chat. Thank you so much, Heather. W's for Heather. Jay, what's an AP class? Parker, how much dumber do you think you become listening to these people?
I lose at least 5 IQ points.
Yeah, man, this is this is Amy.
I was just fooling
Thank you
you.
for the $10 on Venmo saying Jay's brain must be in airplane mode. So real.
I was just,
Dude,
I
for real.
was just fooling you. Like I said, I was
Jay,
paid 200 for the
don't,
time.
no.
No, but AP class.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm actually like, dude. I actually like, I'm not trolling after this conversation. I'm literally losing faith in humanity. Like,
It's a
come on. I appreciate the motorcycle. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Wait, Jay. I have a question.
After
Where
we
does
live,
where does chocolate? Do you think chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay, so you accused us of being a high school dropout, saying that we're uneducated. Could you please ask us questions about things that you were supposed to learn in high school that we wouldn't know due to the fact that we're so uneducated? Could you quiz us?
Man, my bad. You guys might be educated, but are you really educated on what's going on with
Ask me a question.
America in
Prove it.
foreign countries? That's what we were
Jay,
talking about
literally
earlier.
ask
I
me a
believe
question
it's
to
just
test
the
my competency.
education.
Ask me a question to test my education.
Do you guys believe firmly there was that George Washington was our founding father? Do you believe firmly there wasn't presidents before him?
Yes.
So you guys believe George Washington was
Was the
our
first president? Yeah.
You don't believe there was presidents before him?
No.
There was there was a president before him.
Not of United States of America.
Nope, now he has to look it up, dude. Jesus Christ, man. This guy thought he had something. He thought he had something.
Have you guys ever heard of Benjamin Banneker?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think they were the first president of the United States.
I'm not saying he was an inventor, but anyways, you would be really surprised of just do the research, look up, was there presidents before our founding fathers? And believe it or not, there actually was. And to be honest, bro, I may not be the smartest guy out there, but I am a Trump supporter.
No, yeah, you're definitely not the smartest. You're literally probably the fucking dumbest.
Damn.
Parker, I give you respect for that, bro. I give you respect too, Dean. My bad for coming at you crazy saying you guys were dropouts. Say it. Maybe you guys got better education than me. Maybe you guys went to college. I don't know you guys fully, but yeah, bro. Just I support my president with pride. The world needs healing, bro. I don't have a hateful aspect to life. I think
Jay, in order for us to heal, we have to like critically think. You know? Like we have to like literally not put ourselves over everything. We have to be like, yo, what's the best society? Not only for me, but for like my children, my children's children, and the children that come after them. Because we want a society that's equitable for all of them. And when inevitably when you're gone, the rules are gonna be set for them. Not
Right.
just you.
Also, I want to make it clear that there was like a couple people that served as a quote unquote president before Washington, like Hanson and a couple other people, but those were all under the Articles of the Confederacy. Why we call
Articles of Confederation, which is not the United
Confederation,
States.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a different setup of articles.
Our Constitution was actually rewritten.
Well, the
Or
Constitution wasn't-
revised.
It took our Congress 2 years to write it, from 1787 until 1789. But once they had finished the Constitution, then Washington served as the first president.
Right. No, but for real, I don't come against you guys. You guys, obviously know your facts, and I'm just saying,
Then why
man,
do you
I
call
hope,
us high school dropouts? Like, be real.
man, bro, like it gets tense when people get into it about politics, bro.
Like
and
I also like
I
if
don't
you're
mean
gonna
to
look
come
for
at.
insults, you should look for insults that make more sense because you know that Trump supporters on average are less educated, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably smarter Trump supporters out there than me, honestly.
No,
I
seriously, like
won't, I won't
if only
denounce
people
that.
with college degrees voted, Kamala Harris would have won
Cleared.
by far. It wouldn't have been close.
Cleared.
It would
Absolutely
have been
cleared.
like Ronald Reagan level win.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I honestly think RFK would have had a better chance of becoming an independent president if he would have stuck with it. And, I mean, I just hope
You think
one day,
RFK would have won? I'm sorry, that's just like kind of delusional.
I mean, if he would have stuck with it, I mean, if he would have went into
No.
it earlier than he did, he was gaining a little bit of support, but I can't say he would have won it.
Not even close.
Because it's hard between the Democrat candidate and the Republican
Can you
candidate.
imagine RFK as our president? Dude, that
Yeah.
would be fucking doomsday. Along with Trump, dude. These are just like, dude, I'm sorry, Jay, like there are literally over 340 million people in the United States, and you're looking at those two as like people who should be candidates for president?
No,
Like
I
I'm
mean,
serious,
I'm
like dude,
not-
we have 340 million people. You know what I mean? Like I could find someone who's more qualified for my TikTok live stream.
Yeah, I'm not fully saying that, bro. I mean, at the same time, I just don't think we've had really a candidate that is his prime focus is unity for the country. Like we need a younger candidate in there, like someone who
Uh-huh.
really.
And you had a chance for a younger candidate and you didn't vote for her. You voted for Donald Trump, who's like a 78-year-old man who literally thinks that windmills are killing whales in
I mean,
numbers we've never
honestly, do
seen
you guys
before.
think Kamala
Kamala,
Harris
Kamala,
Kamala Harris
Kamala. Yeah.
would have been the better choice of any
Absolutely, undoubtedly. She was the better choice by far. It wasn't even close.
well, I mean, you are entitled to your opinion, my friend. I can't
I
really
mean, it's
say
not just an
anything.
opinion. I'll give
I
it to
mean,
you.
I
Like,
mean,
it's not just
that's
my
that's
opinion,
how
is what I'm
you
saying.
feel. That's how you feel, bro. I respect it. I respect it, and I respect for how you feel too, Dean. You guys are pretty chill dudes, bro. I just don't. When it comes to politics, I don't like to come like divisive. Like a lot of people on the live just attack each other. Like, yeah, it gets tense in a political talk, but wholeheartedly, I believe people need unity. The political divisions getting deeper and deeper every year. I
But
just
Jay,
pray.
we have to see why, and that's because we're willing to put our foot down when we see something is clearly fucking wrong. Like, and the issue is that people think because politics in the past has always been, oh, there's this side and oh, there's the other side, and oh, if they really confident in what they're saying, I'm gonna look at it as less valid because it is the case that everyone within politics is like that. I'm being this way because it's genuinely fucking concerning. Like
Right.
the way our country is going in terms of ideology, in terms of the people that we're supporting, it's really fucking concerning. And that's not just like some random ideological claim because I've always been a Democrat. I grew up in a conservative Christian household. I used to be a Trump supporter myself. It's gone off the rails.
Yeah, and I can't blame you, bro. There's certain times where we feel a certain way of how things are going politically, especially with the president, running the country. I've had moments where, you know, I didn't even want to vote, and I didn't really want to be too much involved in politics, but it really matters, man, because like prices and stuff like that. I mean, like there's better candidates out there, like even if Kamala didn't get it,
Kamala.
she'll probably be candidate again alongside with other new candidates. You never know who's gonna come up next, because after Trump's last term, that's gonna be it. He's gonna retire, and I'm
All right,
sure.
is there anything else you want to talk about, Arad?
No, man. I'm gonna
What
land
do you
my
think of the
plane.
dollar? All right, I appreciate you coming up.
I'm gonna land my plane. Thanks, Dean, and thanks, Parker. Y'all have a good one,
All
and
right,
thanks for having me.
have a good day.
You too.
All right, quite frankly, I'm doing a little bit better. Better. My grandma came in to the garage and gave me a little bit of a cup with some coffee and hot chocolate in it. She said, "Oh, I bet you have to be so cold." God, I love her to death. That's right. So it's about 4 p.m. Parker, you trying to get sauced up in some battles before I hop off here for the
That's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah, I'm down.
night? Okay, awesome. You go live. I should go on another account, or should I stay on this
Up
one?
to you. I mean, do you think it has an effect? I think it does. You've always told me you think it doesn't have an effect.
Yeah, well, it's only because of the restriction. Dude, I went live just to do battles on this account yesterday.
I mean, fuck it.
No.
You'll have such an advantage, though. We'll come back then. We'll come back.
Well, I have no
everyone.
restriction.
Everyone will be on my team. You know.
No, everyone's actually going to be on my team because you won last time. So Parker has won the last 2 battles in a row. We've been getting soloed back and forth, slapped around, losing up and down the ballot, right? It is time for the Dean Team Dream Team to finally unite and finally take a stand against the tyranny of Parker and his loyalists. Okay, you guys? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to go into some battles before we hop off for the day. We have to let Parker know. We have to let Parker's team know. We have to take the stand, and we have to see an end to the tyrannical rule of Parker. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to invite him in, and as soon as we get him in here, we have to end him by destroying him and winning. And if you can't pick, then just stay here.